I take Ida in the racial draft, bro. He got a little bit of black in him.
No, he definitely stopped. Boy, stop. I'm taking Mudman. That nigga Mudman.
Yeah,
a shady ass motherfucker, bro.
We're all black, homie. He officially black.
Oh shit, man. Lock drop. See you later, bro.
Bye. No going away party.
Hey, y'all think Ida would be lock drop?
Yes.
Yeah, 100%.
Y'all think Ojiro
Class
would be lock drop?
and one losing some everybody.
Ojiro with the tail. Muscle homie.
Yeah.
Oh, Muscle Homie?
Yeah, Muscle homie with the
Muscle
tail.
Homie can beat him, yeah.
You think so?
Tail homie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he can't lock up humans. He can't lock up humans, my bad.
First of all, tell homie gonna beat that nigga because he lost to a 15-year-old little girl.
Is there? What about Sugar Bomb? What about Sugar Bomb, homie?
And everybody from 1A and 1B beating this nigga.
You think so? Even the animal nigga?
Everybody. He got beat up. Her power ain't got nothing to do with physicalness. He got beat up by a 15-year-old girl.
Ooh, is this 8? Is this 8?
Yeah.
I think this is 8.
What's that?
Episode.
Damn.
3.
I feel like I'm been
It's been a month. 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the AfrOtaku Podcast, episode 8, the podcast where we talk about anime, manga, and everything else. I'm Mr. Good Guy, aka MGG, and I'm joined here by my co-hosts who will introduce themselves starting right now.
Hey, it's Player 5.
What's up? It's Deuce.
It's cracking. Jugga here. Yo, I am Gramps.
Alright, let's get into it. Story time. So I guess it's on me. Last week I was gone from Thursday.
He went straight ghost for
Thursday to Sunday. I would say that like my phone cut out Thursday at about like 12 in the afternoon. So from 12 in the afternoon to Sunday, basically at like 2 or 3 in the afternoon, I like didn't contact anybody.
You had no signal at all?
No. No signal at all. So my phone was basically useless, and then they took our phones like when we went to camp or whatever. But it wasn't like a legit thing. They were just like, oh, you can put it in this.
You know, he can't go without his iPhone, right?
Yeah. Oh. I mean, he probably still would have had signal over there. I'm broke. He probably still would have had signal out there, bro. It's money.
I would have signaled like a Verizon.
What he would have had is like they would have sent a little man to come over and basically just run his signal for him.
Really?
A dude with a backpack specifically flew out over there with a bag just to make sure he had signal.
I've been to Colorado in the mountains. Like,
yeah,
I had signal.
yeah. iPhones is real out here, man.
Yes,
Cut the check.
Or it could be Verizon. I don't know.
Yeah. Verizon cut the check too, man. We know you got that money. So yeah, when I was out there, I mean, outside of the fact that everyone thought I was dead for 4 days, nothing crazy happened. Like I met some really cool people. Everyone really, really bonded over there. I followed a lot of people on Instagram, which is weird. A lot of people follow me on Instagram. It was random, dude. But there was some. I don't know if I can say that because I told him I got a podcast. So I'll leave that alone.
These are all guys.
No, guys, women.
You know what I mean? People at work, you had?
No. I went with one of my coworkers, but it was people from all over. So there were some people that worked from like Google. It was like a training thing, but it was like so basically every year in our company we get a budget of like $3,000 to pay for whatever training we want to train. As long as
each person?
As long as you get approval from your manager. So
y'all do
my coworker
sent
me,
So y'all gotta do training.
No, my coworker sent me this conference and was like, "Hey, you want to go? It's like this camping thing." I was like, "Well, shit, I ain't used my budget yet this year, so I'll use it for that." And my manager approved, so me and him went. And then a whole bunch of other people went from different companies like Google. There was about 80 people there. I was actually surprised. I thought it was gonna be like 10, 20. So 80 motherfuckers there. A few were from Colorado, a bunch of people were from Chicago, and moved to Colorado. It was crazy, but
was they smoking?
Yeah, a lot of fun. Yeah, a few people were. Cool. So how it worked was like it was kind of businessy in the morning all the way until like 2 in the afternoon, and then you had 3 hours to do whatever you wanted, which were like archery. They had like these fun activities you could do, like rock climbing, shit like that. And then at the end, they always had this social or networking event. And then Saturday, they had a costume party. So me and my coworker dressed up as Mario and Luigi, and then we were just like, we made friends with like 2 other guys over there, and then we were just like talking shit, because basically we were like, I would say the youngest, I want to say. So most of them were pretty old.
Are you about to get a new job from them?
Am I about to get a new job? No. Did I make a lot of connections so that if I need a new job, I might be able to find one? Probably. But it depends on how I act on Saturday. Because Saturday I was a little wild. I was a little out there. But I met... Oh, that was a funny story. So we met this like cameraman dude. He apparently took shots and stuff for The Bachelor and American Idol. But we like... we're pretty good friends, I guess, because he was a very social guy or whatever, so we was just like talking shit back and forth. I was the only black person there. He was like a regularly cool dude, so he like understood how I spoke. So we was like talking back and forth. Yeah, he was white, but he'd been around, so he was kind of like cool. So so basically, I would say that there's a lot of like a lot of built up sexual frustration at that. Not frustration. There's a lot of built up sexual tension. Because it was like everybody's there. It's real intimate. You're getting to know everybody like really well. It's not no high shit. Like people are real buddy and they've just met each other. But the problem is you guys are all like, it's a professional conference. So like nobody wants to be that person, right? So all of that frustration from the women goes straight to him as the cameraman because he's not a part of like, he's not in our industry. Yeah, he was getting it. Damn. So Saturday night at the costume party, he got it in. That's all I said. There was one of these, like, there's this cabin that I walk by and I see this chick's head up and I'm like, what the fuck is going on in there? And then I was like, oh, that chick, she was dressed up as Warner. I was like, oh, that chick was with him earlier. And then I guess they were doing something in there. So I just am like, oh, them niggas is definitely fucking. So I just go back to my room. But I was so drunk that night that when I got to my room, I couldn't actually hear what was going on. So I thought I was going to wake up all the people in my cabin. So I like asked my friend, I'm like, oh shit, I can't actually hear what's going on in my room. Can we just go back and sit by the campfire for a while until I like calm down? He was like, sure, whatever. So we go back there and then we come back after we sat there for like 30 minutes. But then we start walking back and they're still fucking. But there was a girl in front of us.
What's wrong with that nigga?
There was a girl in front of us. And she walks into the cabin. She didn't know they was fucking. She walks into the cabin and then goes to the bathroom in there. And we were just like, well, we didn't see her come out. So I don't know what happened after.
Damn, he was like, yeah.
But that was funny. Yeah, but that one was interesting. That was, I guess, the only story I had from that thing. But yeah, he was getting it in. I forgot what his name. I think. Yeah, I don't want to put his name out there, but he was getting it in.
Probably wasn't just him.
No, it was just him.
I don't know.
Trust me, I scanned. I was checking. It was just him. There's a lot of chances though out there because like, so my coworker is like gay or whatever. So he was saying some Asian girl that he was dancing with was like feeling on him, but he was like, "You're barking up the wrong tree." so he didn't go for it. And then the other guy we bonded with, we made friends with, like there was a girl there that he liked. So I was like trying to push him to like talk to her or whatever. So then eventually they had a conversation, but he was like, I can't leave camp with this because he had a girl like back at home. So
how you gonna tell that dude to go do that? You on dirt.
It was funny. He wanted it, man.
Damn, NGG.
So that shit was funny to me. So
hey, what happened at the conference day?
That's exactly how it was, bro. I might go next year.
Except for when his ass go back to work, they'll be like, yeah, we got this drug screening going on, so I'm gonna need.
I didn't smoke. That's why I didn't smoke anything. Okay, now I have that thing. That I do have a story from that. So on my way leaving to go there, actually, like Thursday morning, I'm like walking through the airport. I'm flying out of Midway, so there's like this fucking. Before you go to TSA, for some reason, they got a dog, like, sniffing shit for, I guess, weed or drugs or whatever. So I'm, like, a black man, and I come from an African household, so there's a whole lot of weird smells at my house. So I'm just like, oh, I feel like, I'm already nervous, because I'm like, oh, maybe this dog gonna, like, mistake something that I'm not doing as, like, a smell of something else, right? Mm-hmm. So this dog walking around, he walked past me, he, like, sniffed my leg, and then he just puts his nose right in my ass, bro. Like I'm telling you, his nose is like right there. And I'm like I want to move, but I'm like, if I move, he might bite me. And I'm not trying to get bit on my ass, trying to fly to this thing at 5 in the morning. Right. So I just kind of stand there. This dog hold his shit there for like a good 30 seconds, bro. Damn. The dude don't even move the dog. He see me being violated and shit. And I just continue to walk around the circle, and then I see his ass trying to come again for a second smoke. I get around that corner so bad, I'm like, he ain't catching me again, man. I already got violated once, man.
Wow.
Then after that, I go into the fucking TSA line, and they ain't got no fucking bins. So they start making up these bullshit ass rules. So I'm taking my laptop out there, like, nah, leave your laptop in the backpack. I'm like, don't you always take this shit out?
We ran out of
I'm like, yeah, you don't think that's some bullshit? I'm like, we talking about ratchet shit. So that's how like that trip started out. So I was like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck was gonna happen after
This
that.
some midway shit, bro.
Yeah, you know, O'Hare ain't like that.
O'Hare,
They got
These
bins
niggas had no business talking about leave all the technology shit I was trying to take. They was like, nah, leave it in there. I'm like, that is honestly the thing that y'all yell at me the most for doing.
Yeah,
Leaving it in
What
there.
if somebody
I'm
actually
saying that would have been an easy time to slip through. Easy.
They stole some shit out your bag, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Niggas was wild.
While I was going to the X-ray, they were like, yeah, let me slide up in here and grab this real quick.
I actually fuck, but Midway's closer to my house. That's why I go there.
Take that drive, bro.
I mean, I fuck with Midway because Southwest be going to Midway.
Yeah, that's why I
fuck
flew.
with
I flew Southwest.
Oh no, Southwest be cheap as
I fuck with
fuck.
Southwest.
Wow. Southwest.
It is like a bus in
Come
the
on,
sky.
bro. Stop. Spirit is much worse than all
Spirit is
that.
worse, yes.
It's top tier shit.
I refuse to clown
Airlines, man.
Spirit is at the bottom of the shit heap.
Spirit is like we was.
But
That's why you named your dog Spirit.
yeah. Hey, bro, my dog will maul you today. If you don't move.
You should put a picture of the dog right there.
Spirit about that action, bro. Don't let her cuteness fool you.
The Spirit be on some bullshit, bro. Real talk. As an airline, they're horrible. Sorry, Spirit. You can cut the check though, still if you want.
I'm sorry.
But I'm not taking none of your free flights. That's what they'll do. They'll sponsor us in Spirit points. Boy, I'm fired.
I still got free vouchers from Spirit. This shit's probably ran out by now. But them niggas like, yeah, we can give you a free voucher for you. I'm like, nigga, I ain't never getting on this plane again, bro. Hey, give my money back. You know, we only got vouchers. Fuck you, mean.
The rules be changing on Spirit and shit.
Spirit do what they want, bro. Motherfucker, I don't feel good. I ain't flying.
They
Flights
fuck my
canceled.
bag up.
They do that for real. They be canceling flights.
30 minutes
For no
before you
reason.
leave.
Hey, bro.
Hey,
Spirit, man. Cut the check, man.
quit, nigga. I will take Spirit stock though. You'll give me that.
Any press is good press, right?
that.
Any publicity is good publicity.
Even if it's trash.
Yeah. I'm sure y'all numbers went up a little bit.
You're welcome.
Cut the shit. It's like we ain't gotta worry about numbers, nigga. We fought a bus with wings.
That is true. They're low key like a gangster. That's all it is. Like they just kind of you just like forced to fly Spirit.
They gonna always be in business though, because niggas are always trying to find that one.
cheap. They always gonna be the cheap.
Oh, you know how I found out about Spirit? They used to be called something else until one of their planes crashed. But niggas survived, so they had to pay niggas up.
Yeah.
So instead of closing their business, they just stopped for like a year and then renamed it Spirit.
Wow.
That's smart.
Wow.
Oh, I'm not trusting them now. Planes are crashing and shit.
I know.
I mean, that's a lot of companies do that shit.
Well,
Okay.
if your plane crashes,
I think the company I just quit from, I can say their fucking name now. No, I'm not gonna say
Don't
that. Don't do it, big fella.
they had lawyers on that ass, bro.
Yeah, they will.
That's funny.
They had some shit that happened, probably like 10 years ago or whatever. And they've had name changes.
Oh yeah. You can say the original name, right?
What?
The
The
B
one
word?
start with a B?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
say it, bro.
You say it. So they come after you with the
Ain't
check.
nobody trying to catch
Exactly.
that legal heat.
Yeah, no. Now white people.
They'll come at your ass for posting it.
White people's lawyers got the hammer, son. I'm good, fam. I go under the alias MGG. You can find me at Mr. Good Guy at hotmail.com.
At prodigy.net.
Who still got a hotmail out here in these streets?
GG, dude.
I'm telling you, Yahoo.
Find me on AIM. Instant messaging, mode.
Yo, you can go hit me up on my MySpace page.
And my tag page. Middle school hits.
All right, let's go into some decent news. What do we want to talk about? You can start with the phone stuff.
So Red came out with a phone called Hydrogen.
Hey,
It's trash. But it's
100%.
It's basically using all of last year's technology in the phone. There was a lot of hype for it because Red, as a company, has extremely good cameras.
Yeah.
But
do they have like a line of cameras, or they make cameras for phones?
They cameras are like $10,000 cameras. Like every time you watch a movie, like they film with like Red cameras. It's not no shit you just gonna see a nigga on the street like with a Red camera.
Okay.
Unless that nigga's just not afraid.
But with them having
That shit dropped. Someone robbed
I know, Robbie, that shit go.
with the expectation, with the reputation, there was a high expectation that they would have, basically the best camera on the fucking phone. But that shit was pretty mediocre. But supposedly, since the phone is modular, you'll be able to, what they say in 2019, attach some type of add-on to it to make the camera much better. But ain't nobody trying to hear that bullshit.
So the camera is trash on the phone?
It's mediocre.
Wow.
Let's be 100.
How you drop the ball and you the
guess how
camera
much the phone
phone
costs?
company or the camera
That
company?
bitch the phone costs like $1,300.
Bitch, please.
No.
I'm gonna box their CEO right now, bro. So this is what I truly want.
They thought they could live off the name. That's what it was.
Pretty much.
If you a
some
cell
Apple
phone
shit.
I'm
company,
sure they got a couple buyers.
if you a startup cell phone company, there's no point in trying right now unless you come out with the new tech. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Like there's no point in trying to be a top contender having your.
Well, you
your
can
cell
if
phone
you're
company.
cost effective.
Yeah,
They're
that's
just
No, I'm
wild.
talking like
Because
if
you're pointing at OnePlus and shit.
Oh yeah, they're cost effective.
No, I'm not saying people can't make it at the mid and lower ranges. I'm saying at the with price ranges, if you're gonna try to make it in the upper tier,
Yeah,
with
you
the
gotta
big
be
names,
next level.
You gotta come with like a holographic phone, bro.
gotta-
Like, if you're not coming with the newest tech,
it is holographic. That has one of those features, but you can only see it if you're like looking directly at the phone.
oh,
But it's only like 20 fucking videos you can look at it for.
No.
With the
they
demos that
too
have.
ahead of their time. You gotta release the tech for other people
It
and then
doesn't.
drop that
Their
shit.
camera was trash, man.
Yeah. So yeah, if your shit don't come out like with some groundbreaking tech, don't spend your money on no $1,000 phone.
Here's the thing about the videos though. If you're watching regular videos without the holographic effects, they just look like shitty videos because of, I guess, the extra technology used to enable that holographic effect. Everything else just
It's like the same thing when you're looking
everything
at
else
shit
suffers.
with the 3DS. You know when the angle be off, it should be ugly.
Yeah.
You can see all the pixels.
I
and
turned
shit.
my 3D off on the 3DS. I was like, this shit whack, bro.
I don't want 3DS because I just never wanted the 3D feature in general. I want all the games, but not the. I don't give a fuck
You can
about
turn
the
that
3D.
off, bro.
I get it, but like they gave it to me and I don't want it.
Oh,
That's how I
sorry,
go.
Nintendo.
That's when they got the 2D.
You can still cut the check though. I fuck with the Pokemon
But
games.
the
the reason
2DS is like not having an Apple phone. You got a 2DS, you instantly a broke nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
You gotta have a 3DS.
Whoa, he had to take it there.
He said, since you don't have the option for 3D, you must be broke.
Like I still play. I still got my Game Boy Advance. I lie, I don't got it, but I still play my
I
Game
have
Boy
no
Advance
flip
if I had
phone,
it. Is it still lit, bro? My neck's still hurting. To today, because I ain't buy the light for the shit. You know how it was when you ain't buy that light and you still trying to play in the night. Your neck be fucked up.
Or when you play in between fucking street lamps when you driving. Bro, that used to be the best time in games because, like, if you didn't forget to save, you were fucked.
Yep.
And that had an extra element of, like, my battery about to die. You know how many times I got caught with a dead battery at night because I couldn't tell it was dying?
Back when save points
And I
were.
ain't saved shit.
Back when save points were
Game Boy is
important.
worse. So like, I didn't save and like it would drop and the batteries came out or something.
Boom, your shit gone.
Yeah, that's like a whole day worth of Pokemon gone.
Damn. Alright.
I guess the next thing would be
Games.
to compare this phone to that phone.
Oh, I was like, you had a perfect segue.
Yeah.
Right? So as of recently, I bought the Note 9, and this motherfucker lit, bro. I ain't gonna lie. My old company had made me go to an iPhone 7 Plus. I fucking hated that shit.
Sound amazing.
But got my hands on this.
But didn't it come with a raise though?
Did it come with a raise?
Yeah, dude.
7
You
is
know,
like-
your bank account gotta come up.
The 7 is
with
like
an
4 years
iPhone.
old. 4 years old.
Yeah, but you can either get the iPhone 7 Plus with 120 something gigs, or you can go with the iPhone 8 with 64 gigs.
It is still like,
So
it
I
is
think
still
go with
4
the
years
memory
old,
because
man.
you definitely don't have a fucking SD card.
I
Son.
don't know,
but
but
what
like,
I'm saying is like the 8 is still like 3 years old.
Okay, they don't
Or 2 years
they
old,
don't give us a fucking 10.
No, yeah, I get it. I'm saying so of
So-
course it's gonna be trash.
Huh? No, everything about the fucking phone was trash.
I mean, he just hating, bro. I'm just hating.
No, I'm talking shit at this point, but there's just a lot of stuff that you can't.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but there's just a lot of shit that you can't do on an Apple phone that you can on an Android
Like
phone.
move your calendar as your homepage.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, what?
Like I
You
can move
widgets.
my widgets wherever I
Oh,
want.
they ain't got widgets on Apple?
No,
Yo, that shit
really.
dude.
I mean, they have widgets. I'll call them widgets.
Widgets were trash. What you mean?
They were trash on y'all phone.
Yes,
they
they
lit
did.
on ours.
No, I told you when they had Android, widgets were trash.
You tell me I can't monitor my Robin Hood from my phone?
Yeah, I know, right?
What do you mean you can't monitor and Robin Hood, nigga?
He doesn't know what this shit is.
No, I'm saying I know the widget is. Like, that shit is dumb.
No, it's not, bro. It allows you to customize your phone.
Because niggas gonna be looking at your Robin Hood amount like,
said-
oh shit, he got $10,000 in his account. I'm gonna rob his ass. No, that's dumb.
Oh, you're right. Because you good money, right?
That's dumb. Like, what?
Or you can just
good
put
money.
it at the back
That's
of your
why.
phone. Because we can customize our shit like that.
Just go.
You a slave, bro.
Or you just go. Or you just open up the app, nigga.
This nigga still open the app.
That's how
Oh, you know how to open them up.
Let's compare Robin Hood accounts. Let's compare Robin Hood accounts.
Oh my
You know
god.
nigga how when you start trying to talk about how much money you got. That's how you know he took the L. When you start bringing up how many bitches he got. Oh, you talking about my shoe? How many hoes you got? How many hoes?
Hey, oh, y'all camera better now? But how many pictures of hoes y'all got? I got hell.
It's not even better, bro.
It's definitely better.
Hell no.
It's definitely better. It's definitely better.
That's a nigga shit, man. That's a straight nigga shit.
As you can see, motherfuckers are Apple shit.
This argument's over.
We need to bring somebody else on the podcast.
You ever bring another Apple fanboy on the podcast?
I'm not even a fanboy. I'll just be hating.
Oh, shit.
Hey, if them niggas not having widgets, this the nail in the coffin.
Nigga, that shit is useless.
Yeah, I had to exit the combo when I heard that shit.
Watch, I'm gonna figure this
It's
out.
like every Android nigga that's watching this, every time you say it's useless, we like, oh, that's because you ain't got them. Because if you had them, you would know.
Going to my
This
settings.
nigga still holding the apps,
Let
bro.
me go to my settings.
From my widgets. Bro, we eat y'all up.
Let me see.
They still navigating through pages on their phone and shit, son.
Man, Bixby got me. Hey, Bixby, change this, and my shit get changed, bro.
I can do that shit too, nigga.
Stop it.
Oh yeah, that's one thing that you might not have. That's a little AR shit.
Oh, yeah, no, I ain't got that.
I wouldn't want this shit, man. It's
AR?
Yeah. So let me just give you an example. So I'm gonna use Jugga's face for it because fuck that shit.
Damn.
Yeah, okay.
This nigga said you don't want his shit put on there.
So
And
let's say
for
for
Instagram,
example,
you can do emoji
let's
shit.
say for example, if you were to use the one I made from my face, then it would be able to. Come on, motherfucker! Oh shit, I tweaked.
The fuck is that?
Oh, wow.
So that's basically I made one based off of my face or whatever.
Yeah. That nigga don't look like you, bro.
No, I can see that.
See?
Oh, that's actually pretty lit.
And you can make it with like random different objects and shit.
Hey, that's
So
what
y'all
I
just
fuck
copy
with
your
that.
iPhone. Is what you're doing.
Yes,
Yes, nigga.
Wow.
Yes.
Let me
Oh,
see.
what the fuck?
So that's a
Where
one
that
thing
shit
that you
at?
can do.
The white shit ain't got it.
on
That
here.
shit old. The new one's got it. Where is that?
But I don't really care for the AR emoji shit. So
You know what I want to see,
The old
though?
one's got
Oh, wow.
If we both take a picture of what's in front of us, I want to see how good the camera is in comparison to last year's model. Because I got the Note 8. I want to know, is it worth me upgrading?
well, I would say the videos are probably better. You can record 4K in 60 frames per second on here. I don't think you can do it on that one.
No, I think I can, bro. I think so.
So go to the video size section in your settings.
UHD, I got, which is 3840, so.
Yeah, but
almost
is it
4K.
60 FPS?
Oh, no, I see what you're talking about, yeah. My
Yeah.
60 FPS stop at full HD.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's what I was saying. So let's say, for example, if I were to record a video, it's gonna stop the recording, just so you know.
Damn. You should have just do it after or whatever.
Damn, that motherfucker look like real life, nigga.
Yeah, for real.
Does it?
No.
That just moving pretty fast.
Let me see.
I mean, send me that video. I'll put it on the podcast. It's not gonna mean
The
nothing.
video.
Nah, I guess.
I do look kind of crispy.
Damn.
I say, look, I'll give it to
But
him.
it could also look better on here because I don't have the 4K on my phone. So.
No, I did the same thing, and I think you can tell the difference. Like, my shit is not as crispy, bro. That motherfucker start. It's like that vocation.
Damn, that shit look like it was shot with an iPhone, bro.
Alright, so I'm gonna start recording again. We're about to do the clap again.
Alright.
Oh, is P5 going to do that too?
Yep.
1, 2, 3.
I missed, but yeah, we good.
Alright. Yeah, so into the video games, man.
Oh yeah, so Red Dead Redemption 2 came out. I'm an avid Red Dead fan. Played Red Dead 1, played it online, so I had to cop it. You know what I'm saying? See,
How far in are you?
I'm not that far. I've been doing rated.
Oh, I heard you say C, so I was like,
No. I was
Rated
saying
C?
C as in like. I was gonna say something. I'm not that far because I've been busy with like working shit and doing shit.
Mm-hmm.
But,
and he said he got a job.
yeah, apparently I'm employed.
Is that a shot at me? Oh, that's good.
I was not.
I was down when you thinking you on dirt,
Yeah,
man.
I was out too.
That was shot at a bunch of other niggas.
I don't get paid.
For real?
Damn.
This is for my class. This is volunteering for the class. You have a certain number of hours that you have to get.
It's like the permit.
He thinking long
Next
game.
week I'll be doing 3 12-hour rotations with an ambulance.
Oh, but then after that, then you start.
right now first.
No, you have to get your EMT certification.
Are you trying to be a paramedic first or straight to the
no, we'll talk about that shit outside of this now.
Okay.
Oh, true. Yeah, you put in the business on the shit. You know.
This guy.
He's gonna pull up.
Yeah. So back to Red Dead.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the game lit. The graphics not like nothing to die for. Like they alright, but I don't got the best Xbox too, so there's that.
It's a prequel, right?
Yeah, it's a prequel. It's a prequel to the original Red Dead. So you running with the gang that John used to run with.
Niggas that try to fuck you over at the end of the.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna get into why, but it's different though. So you running with the original niggas. Dutch's gang, I think is what it's called. The boss man is Dutch, but you play as Arthur Morgan, just this nigga. He's just like a more Texas version of John Marston. Like that nigga
John
so
Marston, you don't even play as John.
no, that nigga so grown. He kind of make John Marston look like a little boy for real.
Damn.
I'm just saying, that nigga look grown as fuck. But yeah, bro, I like there's options you can do. So like obviously me and all my roommates got the game and it's just like we go through it different. One of my roommates is like always doing the good thing because that's what he likes to pretend to be in his RPGs. My other roommate is just like he kind of pick as he go. And me, I'm a motherfucking scoundrel. I'm an outlaw, fuck you talking about. Like so there's this part where like you capture some nigga, like there's many of those, so there's not really a spoiler. You capture some nigga and you get to choose to let him go or you can kill him by like strangling him. My one friend let him go because he on some good shit. My other friend strangled that nigga to death just because he like, oh, he a bitch. You know what I did? This is why I like this game got choice. I beat that nigga to death. I just kept beating that nigga until he stopped moving. With my bare motherfucking hands. Blood was all over my hands. It felt real like you was just beating the nigga to death. It did not happen in like no 2 punches on some video game shit. And I was beating that nigga for a grip until he stopped moving. I'm a savage out here, bro. I'm a scoundrel, bro. I'm robbing anybody, kids, everybody get it. I don't rob niggas with a mask on because ain't nobody living.
He said he robbed the snake man.
Yeah, bro. You call Snake Man on me, I'm taking your van.
So what do you... So this applies to movies and video games, but this could probably just be a discussion for later. But what do y'all think of prequels as compared to like sequels when you have something that comes out after?
I love them if the series sucks usually, Like, so for example, like Naruto, not that it fully sucked, but I would be interested in a Minato prequel. You know what I mean? Like, there are certain characters I'm like, yeah, I actually would find this guy's story way more interesting than the main characters. So, so it works sometimes.
Is if you care about the characters, not just the main character, but if you care about like the older characters, maybe, then you'll enjoy the prequel.
I think
I'd love to see that.
the prequel only works if the original show establishes something good, like a side character or a side event that's so good that people want to know about it, but you haven't done it. If you just like, I'm making a random fucking sequel, like if you made like a Sonic sequel about Tails, nobody will fucking give a fuck about
Hey, bro,
Tails.
I care about Tails.
Compared to like Knuckles and Shadow and all
I don't want to see Tails come up.
You know what I'm saying?
Because
Like,
he already sucks.
yeah, so it's like, damn, but you know, the shit that does good, like you said, if they did a Minato or even a Signing prequel, that'd be decent.
Yeah.
Red Dead focuses on this gang that you like, man, I know Marston ran with some bad men, as he call it. How are these niggas bad? Bad as hell. Or like My Hero Vigilantes, that's a prequel, and they do that really well by focusing on like the hero world that you know about, but you don't really know about like that.
Right.
But then other niggas can do it not so good, like Star Wars,
I was just about to say that.
because they focus on some goofy shit sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely depending on what type of event you want to focus on and how you built it in the main story. I agree with that.
Like, I was just gonna say with Star Wars, instead of like delving into the fucking Jedis like people care about, them niggas like, we gonna talk about space politics. That shit was tough.
Yeah, because they could have done it. Like, it could have been good.
Yeah.
Because you do care about it, you know? Like,
Yeah.
They just didn't do it well. So.
Right. But yeah, I'm here for a Naruto prequel if you're trying to do that. I'm fucking with that over Boruto any day of the week, to be honest.
Yeah, ain't nobody see that shit, bro.
I won't say it's tough, but I'm definitely fucking with a prequel because I just felt like I need to get these liars exposed, man. I need to find out who's the real Sakuras, who are the real Sakuras in the Leaf Village, who are all these motherfuckers that was just able to get some buggy legends where they was just at the right moment at the right time. I think Tsunade actually had to work though.
Yeah, like Tsunade didn't get clout off her hands. She got clout off her healing ability, which we see she raw.
And niggas were still putting respect on her name even in the real shit. No, Sakura didn't. Like, Sakura's clout is off of, like, I fucked with the throwing hands niggas. I don't hear anybody talk about her healing ability.
She ain't even make nothing new.
In the shit.
That's because she got trained by her.
There's only like 3, nigga.
But bro, like,
No,
she didn't do nothing.
Where's the... Name me 5 from the healing group.
We don't see them niggas. What do you mean?
They don't exist.
No, they do.
Tsunade, the Tsunade's attendant chick,
And
which
white, it's a bunch of white coats.
Kaido, who decided I want to join.
Like you said, there's a bunch of like no name.
I ain't never seen them niggas before in my life.
They just be wearing the white shit.
About the part of the Melika Ninja group?
Yeah, I thought he was
Yes, he
low-key.
was. He was a Magic Ninja. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yes,
I thought he was.
I'm telling you, there's a whole group of them.
Yeah.
No wonder why I don't fuck with that.
Because when I first saw the nigga, I was like, okay, he a medical ninja, but I don't trust his ass.
Yeah, no
He looks
wonder.
Never
dirty.
look trustworthy.
Exactly.
Hey, bro, he
He
a creepy doctor type. But either way, I still want them legends exposed, bro. I want. They should just call it Minato Legends Exposed, bro. So just like show Shinsui expose that nigga legend.
Let's have the segment where we choose who from each show would have the best prequel show.
Who would have the best prequel?
I
show?
really
What you
just
mean?
want to see
that'd be kind of tough.
Minato smack Itachi, bro. That's all I want to see.
Damn.
I just want to see him smack that nigga so we all know, bro. Cause this niggas that really out here think Itachi the rawest nigga that done touched the dirt, bro. Like, he alright.
Like this nigga right here.
Itachi legend up there though.
No, bro. Itachi hella hype with some genjutsus.
Well, actually, no. In terms of the Leaf Village, Itachi actually has no legend. Like, no one knows that he actually did everything he did but Sasuke. And then maybe Naruto. If Sasuke told him after the fact, like,
all higher up niggas know that.
No. You got it backwards. The hype is on his head because they think that nigga banged the Uchiha by himself.
Yeah. Right.
But he actually didn't.
yeah, no, he didn't. But I'm talking about all the other shit, the planning shit. No one knows about that lore, which I think is actually more respect on his name than the fact that he just killed a bunch of cops.
No way. Because Shikamaru could have
cops. Niggas was strong too, bro.
Who?
Uchiha's
We
bro.
only know 2 strong niggas in the Uchiha 3, my bad. Madara. Remember, like, none of them knew Mangekyo.
Yes, his dad had it.
His dad had Mangekyo? Where the fuck is that coming from? Where the fuck is that?
I'm no back on Itachi right now. I'm saying that shit, but
what? His dad?
Okay, first of all, I'm gonna say in between. You're lowballing them hard as hell. He might be
100%.
highballing them. Them niggas want that raw, but them niggas not like no hoes, bro. They still got it.
His dad was in the running to be Okage, bro. Like,
That's true.
He was?
Who's that?
Itachi's dad.
That is
Itachi
true.
and Sasuke's dad was in the running to be
remember that shit.
I
Okage.
remember that.
That's
I feel like that could be true though, but
I guess. Damn, I didn't know the standards
I
weren't that much though.
I mean,
for
I guess if
Hokage.
he was, he gotta have Mangekyo.
No, he don't got.
I just felt like the way they explained Mangekyo is they walked up into the village. Sasuke was like, "Oh, there's this forbidden place I'm never supposed to go into." He went in there and he was like, "Oh, that's what Mangekyo is," and then walked the fuck out. So to me, my only thing is that anybody who walked up in that room would have known how to attain it. But from what I understood, nobody besides them three niggas actually did.
Shinsu had
4.
Shisui did have Mangekyo.
Oh, he did? So
yeah.
4, right? Madara, Itachi, Sasuke.
I think you still gotta have a
5.
certain level. You just can't be no fuck nigga and walk in there.
I mean, I'm sure there's 1 or 2 raw Uchihas we never got respect put on their name, but then again, they still got beat by Toby.
That nigga wrong.
They see wrong.
Yeah.
At one time he was
To
wrong.
be a debate too.
Cause I thought the 4th Hokage was finna bang that nigga though.
But the point is that he could fight with him.
To his dad had
What
one.
about Donzo?
What did it do?
Does he count?
Man, who likes Donzo? I don't even want to talk
To me, the
about
only thing that made Obito special was that they didn't know how to use his eye. That nigga almost got killed by some paper bombs. That's it. They didn't. Nobody understood his ability at first. That was the trick.
He got a raw quirk.
Nigga, Sasuke almost got killed by some paper bombs.
When?
What, Data?
When?
Sasuke didn't.
That nigga summoned a whole snake and said, "Fuck that, I'm not getting fucked up."
Exactly. That nigga
What are you
cheated.
talking about?
Basically, they did the same thing to dodge except reverse. One nigga summoned a legendary snake to die because he couldn't run. The other nigga was
Exactly.
like, "No, I'm just out this universe."
They
All
both
right, I'm
cheated.
back.
I don't know.
Nah, he summoned the snake, put the snake in Genjutsu, and then used his ass to protect himself.
He's an
That's
actor.
wrong.
That's fucked
Y'all
up.
tripping.
Manda is
That's
probably
actually
one of the
fucking
strongest
wrong.
people in the whole
Exactly.
Naruto world. Manda,
He's
the
the
snake,
strongest.
and he just killed the snake for no fucking reason.
That snake's still alive.
That snake dead as
He
fuck.
dead as fuck. He said, "Bitch, you just killed me."
That's why that nigga had to stop summoning the snakes.
No, you back
They ain't
from
fucking with
You killed the big homie snake, bro. You got something hoes.
I'm sure there's just a new
That's
king.
that nigga got
This is
these
the problem
warnings
I
now.
have because I feel like they just assigned a new leader because that seems like what's happening with the frogs.
his kid, yeah, man. This kid,
Yeah.
well, even
No, that wasn't based on like a decision per se. I thought that was just like rites of passage almost. You know
What you mean?
Like as far as Gamabunta's kid, like becoming like a chief of the frogs. I think that was just like the order.
That's on some torture.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm like, even though they killed the head snake, nigga, like I'm sure somebody just was just like, oh well, I'm the new head snake motherfucker.
Oh yeah,
now.
I mean they still probably like kick
Yeah,
Sasuke
and
out,
this is
like,
why the
fuck.
prequel would be valuable because I'm sure if we saw Gamabunta when Jiraiya was like using him actively, he was probably like his son was to Naruto, where he was just like a young nigga that was just doing shit, and then he eventually was like,
I do
hey,
not
I'm
want to
on
see
to come up.
Jiraiya. Like, I'd much rather see Minato's.
I don't know. I think Jiraiya might have been cold, man.
He was alright, but he wasn't better than Orochimaru.
Fire
so,
style?
I don't know.
I don't know. Fire style might have been lit. He
Who
might
wasn't
have had
better
some
than
moves in the pocket.
Jiraiya?
Yeah.
Jiraiya even has fire stuff.
Yeah, he's a fire attribute, man.
So do you think Orochimaru would have been better against Pain?
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
That's smart.
Orochimaru probably would have killed that
You
nigga.
can't kill that nigga.
You think so?
He cannot die, bro. Like,
Bro, Orochimaru's
so.
league's better than Jiraiya.
He might have stole a body. I can see.
He would have stolen a
Orochimaru.
body?
Okay, hey.
His snake form just came out.
This is what I'll say. Just to give you the example of how much stronger Orochimaru is than Jiraiya. Jiraiya almost died fighting Four Tails Naruto. Orochimaru beat Four Tails Naruto with no hands.
He didn't beat him.
Yeah, he did. He put a sword and smacked that nigga to the other side of the forest.
Okay.
With no hands.
that's before we knew about Sage Mode, so I assume that Jiraiya didn't use Sage Mode.
What the fuck?
Sage Mode could be for
Jiraiya fought for his life and almost got mopped. Orochimaru had no hands. Was like, I'm gonna beat you with my throat, nigga.
Pause, yeah.
Full pause. Well, that's a Orochimaru, so is it really a pause?
Oh, true.
His whole existence is a pause. What?
Yeah, but I mean, like,
He wasn't a
if he
female
embraces his pauseness, like,
Sure, I guess.
can you
Yeah.
pause him? You feel me?
So
Like,
it's like
if a nigga actually gay, I'm not gonna just go and say, hey, pause, bro. Hey, pause to your whole existence, bro. Everything you do, pause.
Orochimaru beats Pain. I don't think Pain that strong.
He eating a sandwich. Pause, bro, pause.
I think,
How do you know? Really?
yeah.
I didn't see. What?
Look, all I'm saying, we just
The
made
power
the
of
case for
Japanese?
the Naruto prequel.
You sleeping on the power of jumping niggas?
Oh, I thought you said power of
I
Japanese.
think only the last body is one for niggas, hard one for niggas to get around, the push pull nigga. Other than that, I think the rest you can easily body.
No,
All
I-
at the
that's
same time.
something
Like, I'm talking about 1v1 fight,
Some
but
of them
pretty
are
much
pretty
1v8.
difficult.
This is what I'm
almost,
gonna say. I think Pain is actually stronger not using the bodies. When he have all them powers in
I
his
agree.
one body,
100%.
he way stronger.
100%.
But like to divvy the powers up, you weaken yourself. Like sure you gain the field of vision, but them bodies are easily broken. You know what I'm saying? Sure, one of them can snatch your soul just by touching them. Flash step on that nigga, cut his head off.
Come on,
Now you lost
You
1/6
make it
of
see
your
everybody-
power.
I mean, you talking about
Naruto
Naruto
level
Kage.
raw.
Let's-
Yeah, I'm talking about like.
Some niggas are.
I mean, I'm just talking about putting respect
which
on
one?
Pain's strength in the
Yeah,
first
yeah,
place.
that's different.
Oh yeah, no, that nigga raw compared to all the weak niggas. But I'm talking about the strong niggas though.
No, I would say pain is like the threshold. For like once you be pain, you up there.
You in the god tier.
Yeah, you up there.
Oh,
But he not
okay.
god tier though. He the gateway to god
You
tier.
think pain is a gateway to God tier?
He not god tier.
No, I'm saying like
He's very
if you can
bangable.
be pain, you like up there though. Like you
Jiraiya.
echelon of this
So
pain.
you-
Now it's
so
like-
you-
But you just
Kakashi
said
in the series could
Orochimaru
beat
would have beat
Pain?
him, so you said Orochimaru's god tier.
Oh,
Yes.
because-
100%. Based on his sheer number of jutsus, that nigga god tier.
You think
He doesn't even use half
Kakashi
of
in the
this
series
shit,
could
bro.
have beat Six Packs?
In the series, you talking about with two shining eyes?
Yeah, yes.
Get out of my world. That
Yes,
nigga,
bro.
bro.
You
Now
see
we
when
talking
he like
six
the
months.
Susano, he's just
that's
smacking niggas.
I
Yes.
don't know about
He can throw shuriken that can warp you out this dimension, bro.
I feel like Susanoo, like, if that's the case, then, like, anybody, you're saying, like, anybody with Susanoo is automatically God tier. Which
Yes.
Yeah, in the
Low-key,
Naruto world,
Yes.
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 actually,
Yes.
that-
You
I
get
can see.
Susanoo, you got
Nigga, when
it.
nigga with Susano, that's not God tier. Literally. They're all.
there's no.
They're only god tier niggas with Susanoo.
That's the point. That's the point, bro.
No, it's not.
Yeah, bro.
Because all the niggas with Susanoo were already God tier without it.
No.
So, Sasuke without Susanoo is not God tier.
Not at
No.
all.
Remember what Killer B did to
That's
niggas?
Susano.
He saw his Rinnegan.
Nigga, that's
Whoa,
that's after.
No, what are you talking
I'm talking
about?
about before he
I'm
got
talking
there. He's
about
still
no.
got
I'm
to
talking
it.
about Max Sasuke, no Susanoo.
But he
still
wouldn't have been alive
Max
without
Itachi, no
Susanoo. He
Susanoo.
wouldn't have been alive to get there without Susanoo.
Max Obito, no Susanoo.
Oh,
Are those guys still God tier or not? That's
Itachi
what
without
I'm trying to say.
Susanoo is like S minus tier. Not even
He
god
will
tier.
get bodied. Without Susano, like pretty much all those like Sharingan users, they can't do shit without it. For real, bro. Like because you can just.
Itachi definitely weak without
Oh
Susanoo.
yeah, 100%.
Hey, Sasuke was gonna kill that nigga with real lightning, and he popped out Susanoo. He would have been dead
Oh,
right
you
there.
say real
That
lightning?
nigga was also
real
sick.
lightning. It's real lightning. I
No,
mean,
he
fuck.
actually mentioned it in the thing. He said, "Hey, this is real lightning, not chakra lightning. You can't dodge it. Nobody can." And he dropped that move on him. Yeah, and he was like, "Susanoo, a new move." Without that, Itachi would have been dead. Itachi's like, "Yeah,
Susanoo
nigga, you
was
got
like-
me, but I'm
Susano
not."
be fighting like the tail beast, bro. Like that's
mean,
their like thing.
Yeah, that's their big shit. I feel
bro.
that. I don't know, whatever.
Them niggas weak.
But Madara never even fucking used it because he probably thought it was too fucking weak when he was going against Hashirama.
No,
What do you mean,
that
never
nigga put Susanoo on
He put it
top of
over
that.
over the nine tails.
Yeah,
The same thing Naruto and Sasuke do.
Yeah.
He did?
yeah.
so.
You start using that motherfucker like a samurai.
Yep.
I thought the only time we saw that was Naruto and Sasuke.
No.
I'm over it, man. Fuck the Uchiha. Cause I feel like this shit flipped. I felt like I was defending these niggas and y'all was saying I felt like I was saying they was shit and y'all was defending them and now I flipped.
They are
to me
shit.
defending
No,
them.
we-
You're just saying they not
I'm
as good
confused.
as you think.
Yeah, y'all like he hyped them
I
too
thought they
much.
was shit.
You was like putting them down too much.
Yeah, we put
So
them in the
like,
same level.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I don't care. These niggas, the only reason why these niggas is strong is because the dude wrote, he made the only 4 niggas that's alive the strongest Uchihas ever. We have no like actual weight around the Uchiha clan or how strong they really
Just
really
put
was.
respect on
It
Minato and I'm good, bro.
Huh?
Put respect on Minato and I'm good.
I don't ever hate him now.
I mean, anybody saying he ain't strong.
You just know he'll slap Itachi, right?
Wow.
Pull the pants
I
out,
mean,
he
I
smacking
would
the
only
cheek.
say I would say maybe it could be even. I mean, Jiraiya had that nigga shook.
I don't remember Minato's feats, so can you please list them out for me?
He fast as hell.
That nigga basically
All
a
I know
weaker
is he's
version
fast.
of Naruto.
He's a what?
He's a smarter but weaker version of Naruto, and Naruto will mop Itachi easy, no sweat. So like a weaker version.
Are you talking about like in the
You
story
have to tell
Naruto?
what point of Naruto you're talking
Okay.
about. I don't know Endgame Naruto is. He's a weaker
I'm
version of
talking
Endgame
about
Naruto.
Naruto at the end of the Naruto Shippuden series would slap 30 Itachis.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you're saying that Minato is that level, but slightly weaker.
The moment Minato pulled out the
Sage
Kyuubi chakra mode,
Without training, nigga. This nigga
I'm
just
like, it's
had it.
over, bro. Kyuubi chakra mode will slap that nigga Itachi. But even without that, there's like reason to believe he'll still smack that nigga. Like, first of all,
I'm really not arguing that he would lose. He would beat him. But
out of all the
I'm trying to
niggas that
understand.
ever had hype on them in Naruto, there's only one niggas that people say, hey, if this nigga come on the battlefield, bro, don't fight, go home. And that's Minato. If that nigga got that on his name from every country in the world, this nigga walk on the field, go home. He real.
Hey, Itachi had them niggas shook.
Nobody worried
When
about
he
him.
landed in the village.
Nobody was worried about him.
What? Asuma, Kurenai, Kakashi,
Yeah,
guy.
guy
I was like, run this up, nigga. Yeah.
It's the only one like
He got dropped though.
Guy was like, if I don't look at your eyes, I'm cracking.
Nigga, guy will fight anybody, so I ain't trying to hear that shit.
That is true. Guy decided
That
to
nigga
run
would
it
have
up
fought
on
Kami.
Madara.
Fuck you, mean.
And he fucking was about to kill him.
Yeah, but he had to damn near commit suicide to
That's
do that.
cool. That's cool. He tied, nigga. He tied the strongest nigga in the
No, he did it because he was gonna die.
So was Madara, nigga.
Itachi does not change the tide of wars. When Minato step on the field, a whole war can change. That nigga too raw.
He just
Hey,
fucking
Kurenai,
got
she got
changed,
body.
didn't he?
She trapped.
Oh no, Kurenai just got treated. Are you serious? That wasn't even a fight.
She thought she was some Genji.
Wow, so somebody really don't know how to spell.
Hey, he did put respect on him.
Entrance.
He was like, oh, you decent, but you not me.
Wow.
He put a little respect on her name.
Yeah,
We were not supposed to be having this fucking discussion right now.
Oh, Kakashi dead. This Kakashi getting murked. Oh, okay, this Kurenai getting murked. Alright, let's see. Asuma and them niggas getting murked.
Them niggas thought they was just gonna clean walk through the village, bro.
The thing is that they practically did it almost. Like,
When niggas asking you what block you from. But you bought the body there.
People tell me where you from.
Hey, where are you from? Where
your mama?
Yeah, where your grandma
Genji
stay?
is a rap. Too late for their ass.
I swear he thought it was sweet, bro.
Yeah, Kasami got no spotlight in this thing. It was all about Itachi at this point.
that's low key. Kisame
And that's
really
what
got
made
in
me
there. They would have
realize
died. Like,
if some niggas really wanted to
We don't
box,
put enough respect on the Sarutobi name, though. I'm gonna be honest, bro.
oh yeah, them niggas raw.
We gotta put some respect on them names.
I honestly didn't see the hype like Asuma at least.
But his daddy or grandpa, whoever the fuck he is to him.
Asuma raw.
Yeah.
He had to get murked by a nigga with an unknown.
And wasn't he on he was on some type of elite
Daimyo
guardian
guard.
team or some shit like
Yeah,
that.
that's what the sash is for.
Yeah, the Fire King or something like that.
The daimyo, he guarded the daimyo.
Here's my thing. If I'm looking at somebody from the Uchiha clan eyeballs, I'm automatically doing a fucking release because I'm just gonna assume that I'm automatically in a fucking jujitsu.
But you gotta remember, ain't no Uchihas around, so niggas don't really know that way.
Really though?
Yeah, they just got an assumption.
If you from the fucking Leaf Village, all y'all niggas gotta know this shit.
She tried it. That's sad. Kurenai got 10-10 level respect, man. One fight
Pretty much.
and one loss. And then that's it. We don't even know
Well, she
where.
got knocked
She
up by
died,
a
right?
real nigga.
Who killed her?
No, she got knocked up.
Oh, she's still alive?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I thought her ass died.
No, Asuma went there raw, bro.
Damn, yeah. I thought her ass died. What the fuck she doing? She tried it.
Being a mom, bro.
She tried it.
Look at him smile. Look at him.
Jutsu reverse. Hold on.
Damn, she was just.
I like how she
died.
literally gave up practically.
Ooh, she could do a little duck dodge. All right.
Hey, but she took that size 8 to the neck.
Oh,
though.
hell yeah.
Hey, bitch. Hey, I Kazuma like, get from behind my bitch like that.
Let's do it.
Put some respect on my nigga Kazuma.
Naruto was lit, bro.
He like, bitch.
You next though.
Kakashi had so much fucking hype, man.
Yeah, he did though. Then he fell off. Then he came back.
They ain't hold this.
The show hold him, man. Simple as that.
Nah,
They did. At least they gave a reason.
dead nigga.
Oh man, it's cold blood.
Hey, but thinking about it, he did have to pull out. That's respect on Kakashi because he had to pull out a lot of chakra for this Genjutsu. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you feel like Itachi needed to do it though. I don't think he did.
But I'm like, if you think
Like
about
this whole act was just to show him that I'm an effing boss. So of course you gotta show him what's up.
I don't know, man. I think he put respect on Kakashi.
Should you put respect on his name because he's still standing over water, even though this nigga definitely just got murdered?
Yeah, bro. Like,
he still got his chakra on.
think about how powerful that jutsu is, and he just used it. This nigga
Damn,
not
guy
dead.
didn't want to get shitted on. This nigga still ain't showed up.
Guy was
That
watching.
was take him on.
Oh, there he is. My bad. He showed up.
Hey, bro, you seen some niggas dress up as Guy and Lee for Halloween? That shit was on point.
Damn, he been kicking Kasame ass since the beginning, fam. Since
I never
pre-ship
remember
with
the
his
his
name.
name.
He Loki said.
なんと格好だ珍獣の間違いでかかしをここまでイタチと目を合わせるのかい
Boy, he know what he doing.
Yeah, he puts Kakashi on the rag, man.
シャリンガンと戦う場合は目と目を合わせなければ問題ない面白い
This is what he said. Look at these motherfuckers' feet. He been saying that since then. I thought he said that in Shippuden.
No, he said it.
せっかくうずいてきたのに
You're about to die. Straight up.
Oh, that's when he bought the trial right up on Sasuke.
Yeah.
Oh,
They knocked at this nigga door.
Yeah, that's Sasuke. Oh yeah, that's the niggas.
Hey, what up, Naruto?
I'm like, hey, bro, you look just like Sasuke. You his cousin? I thought all they ass was dead.
I'm just mad Naruto had a whole ass apartment to himself, bro. This nigga like 12 years old. Fam.
no, he was with Jiraiya. He just
No, he
left
wasn't.
him.
Oh,
Oh, well, at this point, yeah, I think
Yeah.
he was. But he does have his own apartment.
yeah.
No, that is true.
Sasuke.
Slow ass runner, bro.
Because Sasuke went to Naruto's house.
めると面倒いです
Nah, I just like how they just cut to that scene of Sasuke ass.
Bro, the
Cause I mean,
security.
you're slow ass sword. This is why guy kicked you in the face when he showed up, bro.
I mean, that is a big ass sword.
No, he moved it hella fast for a sumo.
True.
But they was outside, bro.
Also true.
シャリンガン
Can't.
しかもあなたによく似て弟
He like, bro, this nigga weak. You gonna run?
あんたを殺す
Stop it, bro.
Dori his ass. Sasuke, let's go.
Treating him like
Itachi,
the
put some
child
respect
he
on my
was.
name, nigga.
Wow.
Treat him like the child he was. Don't even got the 3 notches. Like it's
I just like how you finna shut down this Shidori. That's all that matters, man. He tried it.
Fucking stupid.
Oh, he knows.
Stop recording. That's over.
He knows.
Effing weak son.
Shit, weak, nigga.
Hot man.
Make his own. Watch this.
That's all I needed.
俺がなんとかしなきゃ
Nigga, you ain't finna do nothing with them clones, fam. Smack them. Smack them.
球技のチャクラか
You jerk.
Ooh! Broke his shit.
One hand.
Oh, he trying to summon some bitch.
Got him.
Damn.
He ate all his chakra, son.
I'm swipe.
サメ肌はチャクラも削る
He ain't never used that shit again.
ないんだってばよ
The nigga just told you one.
Dumbass.
Pop's finna help you, son.
お前らわしのこと
Woo! Jiraiya out here.
伝説の3人と歌い称されたジライア様なのですからねどうやらその女にかけていた現実は解いたよ
Alright, yeah. At that point, he do some stupid shit. Ooh,
I forgot that.
my bad. That nigga got smacked. Bitch, shut up. Man, them niggas had to dip.
Yeah, that's nasty, though.
They would have body
They
drive.
basically just called their big brother. This is the equivalent of what happened. They got their ass beat, and they said, "Hey, yo, big bro, this nigga just beat my ass." Jiraiya said, "All right, I'm gonna come through real quick."
Yep.
They would have body drive.
No, he says it. He says it that they wouldn't be able to take that nigga on.
Yeah.
He said something about it here.
Yeah, give it a second.
Somebody said.
No, Itachi
that was
admitted.
Itachi.
Somewhere here he admitted, like, they cut it out, but he
They watched the
said,
video.
I can't fuck with that nigga, like, right now.
He was tired. That's what he was saying.
Oh, okay.
Not for let me know that Tashi would beat him though.
I mean,
Now,
At that point, I don't know. The author didn't say like
that nigga did not know
think-
Susanoo at that point, I don't think.
no, I think he knew it.
Yeah.
No, I think
Really?
He got
But-
Mangekyo after he killed his like family.
I definitely
I
think
still
he
thought it
tripping.
was a recent thing. You think you would have beat him then?
With Sage Mode, Jiraiya will murder that
No,
nigga.
that's what I'm saying. I'm saying
Yeah.
Jiraiya would beat him. I'm not saying Itachi would win at that moment. Maybe later.
I mean, Susanoo
End
do
story.
change the fucking game up, bro. Real talk. It do, but...
But he got Gamabuncha. This is all I say is Susanoo's just some big shit. That's all I see.
No, Itachi's is different. His sword, if it cuts you, you lose your soul.
Yep.
So he gonna steal Gamabuncha's
And his shield
sword?
can block anything.
And I don't know if Jiraiya fast like Minato is. I don't know.
Somebody
he's
got a
not
way
that
around
fast.
it.
I mean, I think...
Because you basically selling him as a
Itachi's
guy.
fast as
Like,
fuck.
who gonna beat him? Then?
Itachi.
If that's how his
you're
Susanoo
right.
works.
Itachi would beat Jiraiya. But that's like
Back
Itachi
then.
with full chakra. Full chakra Itachi with what we know about full max Jiraiya, Itachi will win. You're right.
Anyway.
But he's still weak.
Alright.
We were still talking about news, technically.
The only thing
Yes,
you
we
gotta do
were.
left was Daredevil, respect.
Oh, shit.
Oh, true.
Then we could do the main
I
highlights.
respect on Kingpin's name.
Yeah, well, season 3 was good as fuck.
I got one episode left, but
I just finished it last night.
what I will say is that, Kingpin did everything the hand should have done. Like the way they made Kingpin do shit, like as far as like what he did with Foggy, like the amount of control he had of the system, that is how they try to sell the hand, but they never had any level of that control. Like Kingpin should have like come up under that. Like basically they should have did all that shit, and then Kingpin should have been like, "Oh, these niggas out the way. Now I can start."
That's what
running
kind of
shit."
what it was after they went down. Then Kingpin.
But like he never admitted
I
in
mean,
season
yeah.
3. He never admitted that was the reason. All this seemed like he was planning this from the beginning.
I know he was.
Like, and that's how the hand should have been. Like,
When the lady told the Indian buddy that, oh, you been on his radar for years.
yeah, I was like, that's how the hand should have been. This is what they've been talking about. The hand has been around for thousands of years. They should have plans like that for niggas. Like where I've been knowing that this shit was harming you for years,
Yeah, they
bro.
trash.
All of your movements was like planned.
Right.
That's why they had to cancel.
This orchestrated that whole thing. That's why I thought it was so funny, because it was like, and I like that they didn't reveal to the audience like the way like a typical comic book would, where it's like, this is my evil plan, and then you see it play out and you see the villain lose. It's like I was with Daredevil not knowing what the fuck was gonna happen, and I was like, oh shit, Fist playing that shit too? Alright, I put some respect on his name, because at first I thought he really was just being a pussy. Like I was like, oh, this nigga really just wanna be with this girl, and I'm like, no, he like legit playing all of this fucking shit, bro. I fuck with Fist, man. He's a decent villain.
Like, they were,
Bro.
he up in the clear. I mean,
This is the way your Marvel season should end.
Well, this is what I'm going to say.
Because I feel like we're going to get a cancellation after that.
My only...
No, Daredevil's not getting canceled.
You sure?
No.
You sure Disney not going to take that shit?
It might...
I don't think Daredevil's getting canceled.
No, it's
Disney
about,
might
it's
take
about the
that shit,
rights.
bro.
It's
I'm
about
telling
Disney.
you.
Yeah, they gonna...
No,
To bring it to their
what's the other two?
service.
What's the ones that go cancel?
Luke Cage,
Yeah, Luke
Iron
Cage and Iron
Fist.
Fist. They gonna cancel because
Jessica
niggas didn't
Jones
fuck
might
with
be
them.
up.
Look,
didn't fuck with
Disney about to make their own streaming service. They not renewing contracts, bro. Yeah. It's definitely not coming back for a new
But they
season.
still got they still have the rights. Disney still has the rights to Daredevil, not Daredevil.
No,
to
they
Iron
already
Fist.
And Netflix?
Yeah, but they still have it. They still have the rights to Iron Fist and
They don't
Luke
have.
Cage
They
too.
didn't sell the rights. They wrote up a contract so you can make X
license
amount
it.
of films.
Yeah,
right?
but they still have it. I'm saying it's still within that contract. They didn't cancel it because Disney's taking it back. They canceled it because like it's not worth it. They niggas not watching Iron Fist like they watch Daredevil.
What I'm saying is, when it come time to renew a contract,
Oh yeah, when that time
niggas
comes,
not
yes, Disney
gonna
can easily say, "Nah, it's a wrap."
yeah, it's,
but
no,
that
it's
time,
not gonna be no more.
but that time isn't here yet.
I'm waiting on a Punisher season whenever they're going to announce that, because this Daredevil got me hyped for white people's success. Because clearly they out here fucking up minorities, bro. Jessica Jones got, like, when they don't have the pressure of, like, I need to play to an agenda, it clearly works.
True.
That's all I'm saying.
So this is what I gotta say about it. I was like, my final thoughts was like, man, Kingpin slick as hell. Just so y'all was thinking, but this other part that made me realize like I wouldn't fight this nigga. It was when he was in the cell hitting like 405.
Yeah.
And you thought that nigga was struggling. Then he got shaky. He threw 405. Like, if you've ever bench pressed 405, like you know, bro, that's a different amount of strength. Like you feel it in your asshole when you hit that shit. And I'm like, I feel it when you struggling. I'm like, bro, I know where you coming from. Then when he threw that motherfucker, I was like, that nigga strong. Like, it don't matter how strong you get. 405 ain't never just like a fun nigga. Like that nigga strong.
Did he be out here putting masks over people and beating them to death? You saw when he put that shit over that dude in the car and just punched his ass to death?
Cause he's strong.
That's
bro.
405 punches hitting you right
No,
in your
it's
face.
more than
son.
405 because he, like you said, he was throwing that.
He
Bitch.
threw that motherfucker.
That was wild.
I ain't gonna stab too. So
Yeah.
Like, let's
The
be
jail
real.
setup was decent too. I just thought that shit was funny as hell. When he was like, "Hey, bro, stop asking these questions." They're like, "We gotta check you out, bro. You gotta go to the top."
Hey, no,
that was
so
good.
when that happened, I
And
thought
man-
it was gonna legitimately find out because I was watching that with Ingasha at the time, and I was like, they gonna find out that nigga blind because I'm like his pupils still don't react to light. I was like, it's gonna fuck everything up. I didn't know they was about to whoop that nigga ass. I was just like, oh, he gonna get caught in an exam because they don't think he can cuss because his pupils dilated.
Did y'all call it was Bullseye like from the scene where he saved
Yeah,
all the
I
ass?
knew it was something, but that's because I already knew. Like, I know Bullseye. Like,
Oh, I didn't know he used to be a cop. If that's his lore, but I just
No.
as soon as I saw some nigga just bodying everybody, I was like, all right, this got to be Bullseye or some. This is somebody important, clearly. Because
he's gonna be-
ain't
he's
no
gonna be back.
regular cop just out. I thought it was Punisher at first, and I was like, oh,
Punisher ain't not that good.
man. Yeah, but it's not.
Punisher ain't.
yeah,
not
he
that
just
good.
wanted gonna be back though.
But you know what? Now that you say it,
No, Bullseye.
Oh, word.
Well, you didn't see the end yet.
Yeah,
so.
no.
hey, but like,
But I liked how they did his thing. Like, I like how they were able to showcase like unique abilities in a weird way. Like, I just thought his shit was funny as hell. How like whenever they fought, he'd just be picking up random shit, throwing it, and it would just like they're just lost.
He getting his ass off the ground. And
Yes, and he was like just straight knocking niggas, and it looked like it was annoying, but it was like, yo, this nigga throw is really good. Like he hitting all this shit every time.
yeah,
I was a little bit disappointed
He
though.
was
Like
tightened up.
in the
Just
church, I felt like he should have been able to still get Emma. I felt like towards the end when he fought Daredevil, then they started like letting him slide on the fact that his aim was OP. Because before he was ricocheting bullets, like they jumped, they was like hiding and shit, and he was still getting them. But like when Emma or what the fuck is her name?
White bitch.
The white bitch, yeah. When she was like there standing at the end of the church and he threw some at her, she was able to dodge it. I'm like, this nigga should have accounted for the fact that she was gonna like dip left. Like and still hit her.
just say
I would have thought like
concussed.
maybe like a little scrape or something to just still put respect, but she completely dodged it.
Maybe
and I was like,
because he
that's a little wild.
concussed.
Huh?
He concussed.
Now he was fighting buddy ass at the same
Yeah, fuck
time.
with that.
He was tired. The nigga did. He
Yeah,
actually
shit
got
was still on
slept.
point.
No, he slept that nigga. Then he got up. So like,
Yeah.
the nigga did get slept, bro. Like, that's why I'm like, if he missed, like, he did get knocked the fuck out. You know.
Yeah.
So
I appreciated the character development too for the white bitch. I thought it was decent.
I
Really?
like.
I thought it was unnecessary.
That one episode, I thought it was nice to show that she was cold blooded. That's why she killed that motherfucker. It wasn't like she was some nice little white girl. Like, no, this bitch sold drugs. She almost killed a nigga before. So now I totally understand why she shot that dude multiple times.
My favorite part, and this goes back to why I watch superhero movies anyway, is because most of the time I know the comic book story is like I like to see they display of powers, and like for the longest time I've been like, man, Daredevil, alright. I was like, niggas don't know comic book Daredevil will smack this nigga because like this Daredevil only used his hearing, but then they like kind of put respect on the fact like because they was like, oh, I can't hear in my right ear. I was like, What about your other senses? Like, because all his other senses are raw as fuck too, like just as raw as his hearing.
Yeah.
So they finally put some respect on it where that nigga like couldn't hear still, and he was like, "Oh, I can feel this shit."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, "Oh, I can taste what you had for fucking breakfast last night."
Yeah.
So I'm like, "See, that's some Daredevil shit." And I be telling niggas, and niggas never believe me. I'm like, "Bro, Daredevil don't get hit just as much as Spider-Man don't get hit. This Daredevil be getting beat the fuck up, bro. He be getting beat the fuck up."
All I'm saying is that they low-key made what's his face look rawer than Iron Fist. Bullseye. Because the fact that he dropped Daredevil.
He is.
This Iron Fist is trash, bro. That's all I got.
Yeah, that's why I go
I had to take it to the fact of putting more disrespect on Iron Fist's name. That's all.
You know what I would
That
like
nigga
to
garbage,
see?
man.
You know what I would like
What?
to see out of season 4, which would be an awesome comic book payoff, and it would be a way for us to not feel bad at a decent Luke Cage season 2 ending. Is if they made it somehow that because of this power vacuum with fuckhead Wilson Fisk, and then the fact that the Hand are also gone too, is where Daredevil takes over being the leader of the Hand, which he does in the comic book. Like that'd be raw, because kind of like how they were gonna do with Luke Cage.
That would have been what they should have done for the bringing them all together season, and then just put that nigga in jail after having him do the same shit when he got out. He clearly a better hand than anybody in the Hand, and I think he could drop most of them. Maybe Gal. He might have had some trouble with Gal.
Who?
Fisk.
He wouldn't have no trouble with that bitch.
Really?
One hit.
Because there's a distance though. There's a distance.
That nigga do got a bulletproof suit on though. One hit she did. Let's be real. One hit and that bitch dead. And you gonna see what happened. Just when you think niggas are raw, like Daredevil, think about how raw Daredevil and Bullseye look. You know what I'm saying? How raw they seem.
He broke that nigga
but
back.
He beat them niggas up, bro. Like,
He broke that nigga back.
strong.
He can't even walk. Nigga crippled.
He broke his back again?
No, he broke Bullseye's back in the fight.
And you gonna spoil.
He fought.
You just spoiled.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
This is the
shit.
last episode.
You say he's on the last episode. So I
Yeah.
thought-
Oh, so Bullseye tried to fight that nigga?
Oh, my bad.
Stupid. That nigga's stupid. You know I don't care about spoilers.
Oh, yeah, well,
that
you
nigga's
do.
stupid as hell.
That nigga, they was giving that nigga gold, but he's
Vince
strong.
was like his daddy.
It was, yeah, you gonna see how it was like a 3-way fight.
Nah, damn. Did they, three-way is in 3 people total, or is it 3 people
All
versus
three of these
Fist?
niggas trying to kill each other.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
This about to drop. He's
Bro, that nigga's strong. Madam Gal might get some good licks, but bro, he gon' ass going down. One hit, she going down.
Yeah, no, I can't. Nobu definitely getting dropped. Them weapons don't mean shit to them big ass hands.
No, them weapons.
Yeah, because Bullseye was throwing shit at that
That
nigga.
nigga suit bulletproof.
He's bloody and shit. He was like, he's all cut up, but that didn't mean shit. He still picked that nigga up. Bang!
Yeah, damn, the Hand, y'all trash, bro. That's so sad, man. All y'all niggas is boo-boo. That's crazy.
No, yeah, Bullseye gonna come back stronger, so they should include his ass.
He gonna come back stronger?
Probably.
How do you get stronger?
Just watch the end credit. Last scene.
I'd love to see him versus
in
Punisher.
the first place. To be
Punisher
honest.
will get body.
You think so?
100%.
Wow. That's tough. I can't see that. I can see it if he if gun to gun battle, 100%. But I'm talking about if he just throwing cups and shit, then it's over. Because Punisher gonna take it there. Like that's the thing. He the only nigga that's gonna take it there.
No, so only way I would see Punisher is if he can like plan ahead for that nigga.
Yeah.
Then okay, it's different. But if
That's
it's just
exactly
like,
what he finna do.
oh
Yeah,
yeah,
he definitely a good planner.
Yeah.
that's a Punisher.
He definitely gonna plan that.
Oh, but are we saying is Punisher gonna beat Wilson Fisk?
No.
No,
Bullseye.
I think it'd be more Bullseye.
If it's a gun battle, I can definitely see Punisher taking that out.
just too
Because that nigga don't walk around with no type of protection.
His aim good, but Punisher got big guns, bro.
Yeah, he a machine gun.
Tanks.
Like
he
what?
coming up with a tank.
While this nigga got
Snipe
a pistol,
this, nigga.
he will definitely rocket launch from across the shit and just blow your whole apartment up, bro. Like fuck you. Fuck you, man. I don't give no fuck about it.
Just being punished.
Bro, so why didn't the Punisher come and try and kill Fisk?
That'd
Yeah,
been
bitch.
hilarious. If that
would've been legit.
was a secret fourth
That
in the
would've been
battle,
legit, dude.
that'd been funny as
like,
hell.
it
Like,
makes
nigga, you
sense.
ain't seen you all season. You like,
I know.
I just heard someone say fist. I shut the fuck up.
I'd be like, bro, I know you know this nigga out. Bro, I know you want to kill that nigga.
Yeah.
Well,
No.
I feel like with Punisher season though, he solved his problem, which was like the only reason why he interacted with anybody is because they was related to his core problem of who the fuck fucked me up and killed my family.
But he figured that out. Right?
Yeah,
I
he
don't
figured
know
that
what
out at the end of last season, and then and killed his friend for it too, or beat the shit out of him. So after that, I think Punisher was like, "All right, I'm cool. I'm going to therapy now. I'm trying to live my life. I'm trying not to shoot niggas, man. Mental health is important." Hashtag Kanye out the sunken place. If y'all had to rate it, he out the sunken place, guys. Come on, cut him some slack. If y'all had to rate it, what would y'all give it? I'm giving it, in comparison to the other seasons of shit that we got from Marvel, I would give it a lit. I don't think it might have been a lit, but I think because everything else was so garbage, this was like a good refresher that it boosted the rating to lit for me. I think if I didn't have those other shows, I'd probably give it like a decent as hell plus. I thought it was okay. The Marvel never really pushes the envelope on the shows. They just do the basic things really well.
I mean, I think all the Daredevil seasons were good though.
Yeah. I'm fine.
2 was the weakest.
Yeah, 2 was the weakest for sure. It was still better than all the other seasons, all the other shows. I mean, 100%.
But lit though, all of them lit.
No, lit. No.
The first one was.
Yeah.
The second one was decent. Now this one is, I'm gonna have to get it a straight up decent plus, or not decent plus, a lit plus.
Lit plus.
Like it. The what's his name? Kingpin was by far my favorite in all of superhero shit. Period. My favorite showing of a villain, like, you know, live action. Better than the movies, better than Loki, better than Killmonger. Fuck that. This nigga was the best villain Marvel has had yet. And he made the show. And then on top, it ain't just like Jessica Jones where it's like, oh, the villain raw, but the character weak. Like that nigga Matt was raw too. Like everybody was lit. I liked it. Bullseye was honestly a weak part to me. Like, I liked seeing him do shit, but like as far as a character, I don't like psychopath for psychopaths.
I didn't like that he had his own thing, but I did like his backstory episode. I like what Fist did with that. Like, and how they kind of was like, this nigga.
They said the actor,
and the stalking thing was funny to me.
The actor that played Bullseye, he was like in the last round to play Captain America in the movies.
Oh, really?
He was like one of those runners up or something like that.
Wow, dang, could have been a whole different.
I'm happy
person
it was Chris Evans. Though.
Really?
Yeah, no, 100. Yeah, I don't think I can't see him as Captain America.
I could have seen him in that skinny form. Pre-surgery.
I mean, but Chris Evans wasn't big before that.
That nigga looks scary as hell.
Have you seen Chris Evans before the Raw? He was a skinny nigga too.
I watched Fantastic
Even in Captain America 1,
Even
in Captain America 1, I don't think he was super. He was super small.
Hey, but Chris Evans a bitch though. 100. I hope you see this nigga, because when you was playing Johnny Storm, you was like, I refuse to dye my hair, which is why Johnny Storm was a fucking brunette. But now you want to be Captain America, you dye your hair. That's bitch made, bro. Niggas ain't forgot, bro. Niggas ain't forgot, bro.
Wow. Hey, Chris Evans.
If I ever meet you, bro, I'm bringing it up.
Cut the check.
Yeah, I give it a lit too, though. The Daredevil season.
I'll give it a 11 minus. I mean, it was
Somebody
hot.
still liked you. You like Blue.
It was hot, but wow. No. Okay, so there's a couple things that I just didn't like about the show that I just couldn't shake off.
Okay.
One is Player 5 mentioned it a little bit, but the actual character development of Bullseye, I didn't like it. For one, going as, you know, he's FBI, but he's a psycho.
How the fuck, right?
How did that happen?
Yeah,
in the
we talked
first
about
place?
that.
Yeah. So I mean, there had to have been some kind of psycho Val, and though he's like a high functioning psychopath at that time, that shouldn't have went over. They should have caught that ish.
Hey, bro,
He should have never been there. That's one. Two.
He probably had his mama at the time, because you know he was like regular before the psychic chick
Homie was psycho.
died.
No, she died before that when he was a teenager, bro.
Oh, she did? Oh, I thought she died when he was an adult. Oh, well, gotta go back and rewatch that shit. My bad. Go ahead.
But anyway, so that was one. And then two, I mean, Kingpin the boss. He a player. He knows how to like manipulate people. Okay. But I still think it was way too easy to flip. Like to flip Bullseye, like from being an FBI agent to being like his right hand man. I
kind of get it,
but it plays into him being a psychopath.
Yeah, I get it.
So basically, both of your issues, which makes sense because I don't like it either, and we actually talked about this before. Both of those issues make sense.
So like from what they were saying, he always needs an anchor or whatever, right? And like so the psychiatrist
was his anchor.
Psychiatrist?
Yeah.
She was his anchor. Then the girl was his anchor, and then she died. Well, Fist killed her intentionally so he could become the new anchor for him. So It makes sense.
But anyway, so
It makes sense still a little like, man.
Yeah.
that was one, and then the other one though was what was the other thing I was about to do? Oh, the whole Daredevil going through his own personal crisis, like, you know, trying to be, man, I just want to be all Daredevil. Oh, I want to be Matt Murdock. I don't know. It was understandable just based on like the basic character progression for like a Marvel, well, not Marvel, but just a superhero in general.
Mm-hmm.
You know, kind of like a identity crisis. But I guess I just personally just don't like it as like a thing in the first place.
I thought it made him look like a bitch when he complained about to like the pastor, like, you're the reason why I'm like this, or like his mom. I'm like,
oh, we found out.
Nigga, they were telling you to stop being Daredevil like 2 seasons ago, nigga. And you said, fuck you, suck my dick. So you can't fucking blame them now, like that you can't quit. Like, no, you made that choice. You made that choice. Like, what are you talking about? Like, what can he blame that father for? Because he took care of him?
Because he didn't tell him the truth, bro. Like, if you felt like you're alone, like, I get it. From the outside looking in, don't be a piece of shit. But from the inside, like, damn, bro, I've been an orphan. Y'all know I've been telling you, father,
My
that
mother's
I'm
been there
alone,
the whole
bro.
time.
Like, I can't see shit. Don't nobody know I'm going
But
through.
it's not his place to tell him what his mom... Like, that's his mom's decision. It's
not his place to lie to him. When they get in that confessional box, neither one of y'all supposed to lie.
But if he told him, hey, that's his mom, that's out of pocket for him. That's
Okay,
not
that's
his
cool. But
place
you still
to
can be
make that
upset.
decision.
Yeah,
So,
you
like,
can be
if
upset
you were in
about
that
it.
position, you wouldn't be pissed.
I guess you could be mad,
Got a
but I
question.
don't like how he's tying it to the fact that they, like, you can't blame them for all the stupid shit you did as
What about this,
Daredevil.
bro?
I don't think
What if
that
this?
has anything to do with it.
I say he can be pissed because, like, let's say if like me and you hung out like every single day, and like let's say if I knew like your girl was cheating on you or something, and you coming to me every day like, man, I got these problems that are related to me not believing in like my girl being faithful, and I'm like, don't worry about it, bro. It'll work out, you feel me? And then you find out for years, my nigga, decades, bro.
Yeah.
I didn't know this shit.
But see, the secret though is that what you told me is related to like the struggles I'm having. I don't get how his struggles at Daredevil was in any way related to the fact that he didn't know who his mom was.
Yeah, because his childhood, because he felt alone, he became an aggressive child. And because he became an aggressive child and learning how to fight, that's how this nigga take out his loneliness, because that's how he connect with his dad. Yeah. The only nigga he got beating the fuck out of niggas. Yeah. That's what his dad used to do. True. So, I mean, partly, yes, him not feeling this connection is
when you put it that way, then I see your point.
No, I agree with that.
I can see why he got mad at the priest now, but I still think it was like not necessary. I mean, it was cool, I guess, like the story point getting deeper with Matt and like blah blah blah, your mom, blah blah blah. But it was actually more boring to me.
No, they had to set up for the priest dying too, so they had to do that.
Yeah.
And then, not to mention, he was like suicidal at one part too.
Yeah, no, I saw that. That was in the episode where Emma bitch ass was like running away and shit.
I mean, like
he
was like literally like on his knees, waiting for this kid to die.
The chick, blonde chick, what is her name?
He told me her name Paige, Karen Page.
Oh,
Karen Page. That's right.
This nigga talking about
Emma. Who the fuck is that?
I just find it funny as hell how I love that scene though too when fucking Bullseye first showed up and then he like just dropped everybody in the room. Foggy tried to hit him, he dropped that nigga. That other dude came up, he dropped that nigga. Then he goes up to Karen, he's like, just shoots that dude in the face, and he's like, "What's up, Karen?" And then just walks the fuck out. I thought that shit was funny as hell.
That was
because Karen fucked it up. Like that's my problem. It's like Karen fucked that shit up, and I was like, "You deserved it."
How she fucked it up?
She was the one who like she threatened that dude to come there.
True.
Because remember, like the guy who ended up shooting, he was like, "No, I don't want to do anything. Like something's gonna happen. Something's gonna happen." Right. And Karen was like, "Well, I can either like," she like threatened him. She was like something about his family, or like you come and you do this thing, and he ended up fucking dying. True. So I'm like, wow, bitch. You see what happens?
I mean, what was the alternative? You know?
Huh?
What was the alternative?
You just don't let that nigga go. But I'm just saying, like, I appreciate when
I'm saying
I just appreciate parts in like shows where I feel like it might be more realistic stuff happens. That's all. I just feel like it was good for her to like see that like shit don't always go how you think it's gonna go. Like the heroes ain't always there to save your ass, and Matt clearly wasn't there to save nobody.
Yeah, he was there. He just got bodied.
Sit the fuck down. All them cups he was throwing, them pans,
bro.
Fucked him up.
I'm happy Luke is canceled, because if Luke wasn't canceled, he could have just walked in there. Go to sleep, man. Go to sleep.
What you doing, Bullseye? Hey, you been throwing all the time.
This could be in there.
Oh, you done made Fist look like a baby back bitch. Oh my god.
Like, remember when Fist was struggling to break out them chains where he's like, Cleek. That nigga looking like Cleek.
Hey, Fist, let me bench press you real quick, bro. Go to sleep, nigga. But yeah, sorry, you said lit.
No, let minus. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Let's move on to these manga highlights.
Bro, I was thinking, like, what was the last chapter of each? Like,
I don't know, but I'm just gonna start with One Piece 923 because I just gotta get this out. I gotta get this out, man. I'm so happy that Luffy finally got his ass sat the fuck down, bro.
Like
I've been
King
waiting for this shit.
says, baby shades. Baby shades.
I've been waiting for this whole time, son. And I thought they was gonna make Kaido look like a bitch because he took a lot of hits, but then I noticed he didn't have no scratches on him, so he was really just like taking them. And then finally he was like, all right, I had enough of this shit.
He was like, oh.
Smack!
Thunderclap.
He was more like, oh man, such a fucking disappointment. I
Yeah.
thought he was gonna be strong.
Oh, real quick.
It is-
Can we clap him again? Because my shit stopped.
Oh yeah, 3, 2, 1. But yeah, so I'm glad he made him look like a baby back bitch. We needed it. Luffy needs to put himself in his place, but I'm sure this is not gonna stop him from being an idiot
No, of course not.
no.
again. So
This is how I took it. I figured that this arc was going to be more similar to Alabasta, where Luffy got dropped by Crocodile like what 3 times in a row, some shit like that.
True.
Until he actually
Well,
fucking
twice,
did
and the third time he won.
yeah,
Okay, but he almost got dropped in that 3rd time though, right?
I thought it was close.
It was a close one.
Yeah, right. So I figured that that's probably more similar to how it's going to play out with Kaido.
Not at all.
He's probably going to he just rubbed his first time. Sit down.
You think he's actually gonna beat Kaido?
Second time he's going to run up. He's going to have people with him.
Okay.
They gonna all get slapped down.
Okay.
And he probably will come a 3rd time with more people, or they are going to be stronger, or some shit like that.
Okay.
Or something's going to be changed about maybe Kaido's situation. He's going to be extremely drunk or injured after fighting Big Mom or
Yeah,
some
that's
shit.
the only way I see
and
it.
then
Only way.
they're all going to just barely beat this man.
Huh.
Only way I see
So you guys
Big
think
Mom-
for sure they're beating Kaido
Yeah,
at the
I
end of
think
this
so.
arc?
I mean,
Okay.
they're going to defeat him because if you look at it, where he has to defeat Kaido.
That's the reason that they're here.
And yeah, like they were never there to defeat Big Mom. Their goal was to get Sanji and then get the Punitive thing.
Okay.
But they are there to defeat Kaido.
Yep.
And the only because then we also know that eventually they're gonna be on the giant island and they're gonna fight Big Mom again. I assume that's what's gonna happen. But after this, where else is he gonna see Kaido? So they have to defeat Kaido now somehow. So I think the Big Mom thing is the only way really. That makes sense.
What I will say though is that I do think that now this confirms that Big Mom's iron skin is an ability and not a thing that's associated with all Yonkos. Like the fact that like Luffy never made a comment, I don't think so, about how strong Kaido's skin was. Like Big Mom's thing was like every time they tried to hit her, they were like, "Yeah, we can't get past her."
Yeah, that's what they
So
thought.
like it seems like it's an
She
ability.
had it since she was a kid even. So
Yeah, it seems like it's an ability.
Yeah.
So I just want to put that out there because I think I was like debating whether or not it was or wasn't.
Yeah, I don't think
But-
Shanks has like unbreakable skin.
Yeah.
No, hell
No, but
no.
I thought it was just like a strength tier type of thing.
Yeah,
Like maybe something like a
Yeah, just
hockey
understand the
armor
kind of
or whatever.
I get what you mean.
Unbreakable games.
Yeah.
Unbreakable swag. It was fun.
Oh man. Yeah.
Do you guys think Kaido is a dragon that turned into a human, or a human that ate the dragon?
The debate that everybody's been having.
He can't.
right?
He can't eat a human fruit. Chopper already has the human fruit.
No, but it's different forms of
Yeah.
human fruit. Human fruit, like for example, Sengoku.
Yeah, Sengoku
He has a
fruit too.
human fruit model version
Yep.
Buddha.
So it can be like human fruit model ogre.
That's what
You
I
know,
would
you've been
think.
watching
But
this.
that's how. Yeah, that's how older fruit. Then I guess.
It's still a human. It's still a human fruit.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you can have different models of a
Just like
human.
how it's like
so
dog
he might have.
fruit.
So
like
he has
he-
a mythical human fruit.
So some people think that he might have a what I think it's the Oni, the
Yeah,
Oni version of
that's
the human
all- yeah,
fruit.
yeah.
So I can low
I
key
mean,
see
why are
that.
they leaning towards?
Like the thing is, either
Thing, I
that
guess people
or
can call him a
he's,
thing.
either way it goes,
Did we ever talk about dragons before in One Piece?
well, we have some dragons that we've seen.
The
Not
existence
real
of them?
dragons.
Yeah, there was a real dragon that
Punk Hazard?
that
Yeah.
yeah,
No,
That
it was
wasn't
fake.
a real dragon.
That was a fake dragon.
that was a real dragon.
No, Kinemon made that from a leaf
That wasn't a real dragon.
or something. Yeah, Kinemon made that dragon.
Oh yeah, that wasn't real.
You sure?
Kinemon made that.
Because I could have sworn they said it was a real dragon.
Kinemon made that, bro. They were like, the lore was that it was a real dragon, but Kinemon actually made that when he got on the island.
Okay.
So weird. I
Then
mean,
what-
they use that dragon as a reference.
Why I feel like it's a dragon fruit is because Momonosuke. That's it. Like, I think that his zone was borrowed from Kaido's.
And that's why they wanted to keep him.
He's a dragon.
Yeah, that's why they're trying to capture him.
I would think he'd be an ogre if the fruit was
ogre.
ogre.
Momonosuke said he's one of those dragons when he was referring to Kaido, I believe, at some point in the past. So it has to be.
That rung no bell to me. I don't know what you're talking about. So I can't speak on
it
that.
is worth to
details.
mention though that homie was tripping though when Kaido showed up.
Ooh.
I think that's going to be like something that plays in a little later. Mononosuke. Like homie like transformed into a dragon. I don't think willingly when Kaido showed up, and he had a headache. So I'm not sure exactly how they're going to play that.
Some people think that Vegapunk made a dragon fruit based off of Kaido's cells, maybe, assuming that he's an actual dragon naturally.
No, I think he's actually.
I feel like that's a
No, I think it's a dragon.
I mean, he's been captured like 20 times or whatever, so I
mean,
can
I
see him
feel
doing
you, but
experiments
like,
on him.
if he's been captured that many times,
but how would they even get
as
through?
a dragon though?
How would they break his scale off?
Yeah, all the shit was breaking on him. The guillotines break, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it had to be a willing thing, and the fact that his
there you
fruit,
go, Vegapunk, take my blood.
Yeah, his fruit is.
My thing is, no matter what, he's not a human because even when he changes into the human form, he has those fucking horns coming from his head. So he's some other species other than.
Is that not just like a hat he's wearing?
Nah, bro.
No, those are the swords.
We have different variations of humans all over the world.
Yeah, I mean, like
so I'm not.
Yeah, but he might be more similar to what Oars is.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's fine.
Low key. That does match up a little bit.
I'm cool with that too.
Yeah.
But that still doesn't mean it's an ogre fruit. That's all I'm saying.
I would rather be a dragon
just a regular dude.
Yeah, I'd rather be
with that
thing.
Bro, this thing is huge. I mean, I just want to like say it. Like, no, I mean like as like a dragon, this guy takes up like practically the entire town. Like he's
the entire sky.
Big.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
He was stretching
really
from.
think about it.
He was stretched all the way from the town where Luffy beat Buddy's ass, all the way to the mountain.
Right, like,
he's like his horns exactly.
Yeah, those horns are like the exact.
He might be a half human, half whatever.
That's likely. See, niggas already trying it. Niggas already out here trying it, bro. Y'all niggas don't waste no time. What I will say though is like I slept on that boy Shuten-Maru, bro. I didn't expect that nigga to come on because I know we haven't talked about a few chapters. We can't sleep on the fact this nigga cut his right hand man. I was like, whoa, bro.
I take that back. I don't think he's Kaido's right hand man anymore. I take it back.
What? They said it.
Right hand man. I don't think he's the second most powerful. Let me say that.
Okay.
No way.
He can't be.
He's right hand man, like his closest like person, but he's not the second strongest. No.
Look, like I said, in all of these arcs, man, I had somebody that I put some respect on, man. I just rolled for them. In the last and Big Mom arc, it was Napoleon, right? This arc, Shuten-Maru, man, you my nigga, bro. I'm like,
wow.
Who's Napoleon?
The hat.
Oh, the hat. Oh, sure.
I was low-key thinking the same shit. I was like,
the arc before that, it was Jack. Like, because when they were on fucking whatever. On
Zoa.
Zoa. I was riding for Jack the whole time.
No, that nigga
so it was Jack, Napoleon, Shuten-Maru, bro. You my guy. You got the award, man.
He's chilling.
Every time he show up, I'm putting respect on your name.
Like, he legit is chilling, bro.
Y'all know what's happening.
He not phased at all.
I know he's. I was like looking so hard to see if he had a half moon on his leg, because I felt like he's one of them. I feel like he's one of the hidden warriors. Because
he has the shit on his head.
Oh, he does have a half moon.
A what?
A half moon. That's how they.
No, it's like a little hat, like a little tree, I think, on his head.
They said the crescent was the identifier.
No, but I'm saying like when they were talking about the samurai they were looking for, like the silhouettes, one of them had a little thing on his head that shows him as.
But there are people who that's a lot of people that suspect that Shuten-Maru is the guy that's that Orochi beat a long time ago.
Yeah.
Who? You know how Orochi basically became the emperor. That was some guy that was like, ruling the lands, killing people and all that shit.
Yeah.
And then Orochi came.
And he's like kind of like.
They're saying that Shuten-Maru was actually that guy. And he simply just changed his name.
I don't know, man. These theories are reaching a little bit. I can't fuck with these theories. I feel like this is going a little bit too far, and then it'd be simple as hell. Because I'm mad that I bought into the theory hype so much that I missed the obvious thing that Kaido was a dragon. Like, I felt like it never came to my mind that this nigga could have been a dragon. And then once I saw he was a dragon, I was like, oh, this was pretty obvious.
That was one of the
It wasn't even deep.
That was one of the theories that a lot of people were saying. Like,
No, I didn't hear that. I never ran into the dragon.
I ran
into ogre. I ran into a whole bunch of other shit, but I never ran into dragon.
Do you think that dragon also has a dragon fruit?
No, fuck no.
They were saying like, so Kaido is.
I'm done with these theories, bro.
They said Kaido is the East Dragon, and then Dragon is the West Dragon.
That was what somebody said.
No.
That was bullshit.
Yo, kill this fucking stupid ass One Piece theories, bro. We know this nigga, what's his face? Dragon got a whole ass weather devil fruit, bro.
But
no, we don't.
But if you think about it though, there has to be some dragon that at least Dragon encountered though. Because how is he able to get these, I don't know how to make my hands like it, but these dragon-inspired fighting attacks. Mm-hmm. So he has to have had some type of encounter with a dragon if he doesn't have that.
So you guys think he has, the martial arts Sabo uses, he learned from dragon?
Yeah.
Okay.
But what dragons did Dragon encounter in order to get those attacks?
That's part of his devil
I don't know. So are we saying that fucking Garp is a koi fish now?
What?
Like, come on,
What do you
bro.
mean Garp? Where does that come from?
Isn't Garp like a fish?
What?
You mean carp?
I'm thinking about carp. Carp is carp. Carp, magic carp. I think that's why I tweaked on it.
Carp is
but
a
either
fish.
way. Yeah, I'm just gonna make stupid One Piece theories now. Matter of fact, fuck it. Yeah, Garp is a koi fish.
Fuck out of here.
I'm going with that, man. Y'all don't sleep on him. If you notice how he be lifting up cannonballs and throwing them shits in the sea,
I mean, the dragon thing
he can swim in the water.
Because all the stuff he did is like stuff that Kaido kind of did too.
Look, all I'm saying, I'm so happy that Luffy has finally got to sit down because I've been waiting for Big Mom should have did that in the last arc, but she kept letting this nigga slide and doing all this slick shit. Kaido was about that action and he let him know, nigga, you ain't there yet. But talking about Pirate King. Sit your little ass down.
Dude, that's
fuck out of here.
That speed blitz though.
Huh?
That speed blitz was fucking crazy though.
I'm telling you.
It's Luffy's dumbass fault. Like when he had the audacity to think.
That's what I'm saying. I was like,
okay,
you thought it was
gonna just take him out right now?
Kid was in that jail cell like I told that stupid ass nigga not to do that. And Law ass was pleading with him the whole time, nigga. Chill.
Okay,
chill.
He got
I would
big
have
headed.
if I was Law.
He got big headed because
he gone.
Come out, bro.
All right, Moogie, why I'm out.
If you want, yeah, I'm out.
Just because he beat Katakuri.
Over.
It's just because he beat Katakuri, he got big headed. He
thought
he was stronger than what he was.
No, he just always been stupid.
No matter what. Katakuri would have
If
put
you
him in his
piss him
place. I feel like he would have had some kind of sense.
He still ran up. He still tried to fight Big Mom.
Even after Kuma smacked that nigga, he still ain't learned his lesson.
True.
When Kuma bodied the whole crew, this nigga
He tried to fight Fujitora.
He still didn't give a fuck. It don't matter, but none of that inspired him to get stronger. He just got smacked somewhere, and he goes, "Oh, what's next?" That's all.
No. He did say, "Yeah, I gotta get stronger," but then that's why he got stronger.
Yeah,
he
but
that strong.
But he knows.
No, but that was all the way after. That was after Ace died that he finally said, "All right, I need to sit down and like really get strong."
Oh yeah.
So that still was like 2 arcs of stuff. That's all of Impel Down. Magellan was definitely stronger than this nigga.
Body.
All that poison that nigga took. This nigga died multiple times on Impel Down.
Pretty much.
He just got
niggas was smacking him around.
Luffy is true white privilege. That's all I'm saying. He literally represents how white privilege can take you to the end of a series, fam.
No matter how
that's what it is.
Look
It's the same.
at what happened.
It's the same with the pre-time skip too. Like
This nigga is so
he
privileged.
builds up to a point, and then like eventually, like he gets unlucky where like he's lucky as fuck, and then eventually somebody just smack him and it's a wrap.
Well, he also knows that by fighting extremely strong people, he gets a level boost.
The show is
You gotta relax.
They showed the flashback when he was talking with Rayleigh. You gotta fight super strong people.
No, I get it. That's Oda's excuse to say this is why Luffy's stupid. That was Oda's literal like, oh, I gotta write in why this nigga be so stupid.
No. Luffy's just stupid. He is literally just stupid, bro.
I feel like he's not understanding
There's no deep dive. No, it's no deep dive. He's an idiot.
Because you do have to fight stronger people to get stronger. I totally get that.
But
he's going from this is Luffy. This is the power level of the people he's fighting. You can fight someone here and get stronger.
Yeah, you gotta fight.
You can fight someone here and get stronger.
You
This
gotta
nigga
fight
looked at Kaido, who's at the ceiling, and said, "I try it."
Yep.
Nigga, you stupid, bro. I don't know what type of boost you think for that. I'm telling you, like, the only way for this to happen, his privilege gotta kick in. Like, meaning there's either some super ass strong person on Wano. This nigga Mihawk is gonna be cruising by Wano because you know he out there in that area.
He be chilling, man.
I thought
Mihawk is like from Wano or some shit like that. I thought there was some relation with Mihawk and Wano.
That's a theory.
Even then, Kaido was
That's a whole
snapshot of Mihawk. Fuck out of here.
You tweaking.
I mean, it's not gonna be.
Wait, pause.
I mean,
The
I think.
strongest swordsman you don't think can go toe to toe with it?
I think Kaido can beat him,
No way.
but it's not gonna be easy to defeat.
I mean, you're not gonna one hit him like he did Luffy.
How much stronger do you think Mihawk is than Jinbei?
What?
How much stronger do you think Mihawk is than Jinbei? That's the question I asked. If
Well,
you think they
that's
close,
just because-
then yeah, because Jinbei was still able to say, "Hey, Big Mom, I'm gonna try and like relax." Like he was still ready to go with Big Mom. Would he beat her? Hell no. But he definitely had more of a chance than Luffy and them.
What I'm saying is,
So
I'm gonna say Kaido's gonna run
Jinbei to me
one
is the second strongest Shibukai probably. I don't know who would have been. Mihawk is arguably the strongest, right?
No, I think
Who else is stronger?
I think
than
Doflamingo is the second strongest.
Okay, so that's fine. Second strongest.
Well,
So
actually,
Mihawk gotta be stronger than Doflamingo. Doflamingo was a little bit
And he
shook
was
by what's his face.
a little bit. I mean, he was
shook-
terrified of Kaido.
He was shook by Kaido.
Yes.
But Mihawk definitely had a rivalry with the Yonko, bro. If you don't think that Mihawk, the strongest swordsman in the world, has a chance against the Yonko, you wild fan.
I don't think so.
That's too much respect.
I'm not saying he's winning.
I mean,
I'm not saying he's winning. I'm saying has a chance,
They
bro.
said
Luffy
one-on-one?
has zero chance.
They
Luffy
say
has zero chance.
yeah, exactly.
right?
They say 1-on-1 always bet on Kaido. That's literally what they said in the series.
That's totally
1-on-1
fine.
bet on Kaido.
But I'm saying the strongest swordsman in the
I still
world.
think
I
that's
don't get
still
what you're
zero chance. I still think
Yeah, I don't
it's
get what you're saying.
This
I'm
is
not
the
saying, like I
pinnacle.
said, I'm not saying that
This is
Kaido's
the
gonna get
pinnacle
like
of
one hit
swordsmanship.
by Kaido. I don't think so.
But he's still.
I don't think he has a
If you
chance
think
of
about it
beating
like
Kaido
that,
at all.
in the end, he's still Chichibukai.
I was saying if
Like, it
him and
goes
Kaido
Zuko-
fight 100 times, Kaido will win 100 times.
Hold on.
I
So
don't think it's
think about it like this.
Yeah, that's fine. But him being there allows an opening for a group of niggas
Do
to
we
beat him.
think
Is what I'm
Mihawk is
saying.
stronger than the admirals?
Yeah, I think which admirals we talking about? We talking about new admirals or
All
old
the
ones?
admirals.
Bro, every-
Any admiral we've actually
What are you
seen.
talking about?
Do we think Mihawk is stronger than them?
I think he could take on Fujitora for sure.
You think he can beat-
Fujitora, Green Bull, hell yeah.
Do you think he can beat what's the lava buddy?
If you're talking about the old admirals, that's a different.
Can he
Now
beat
we have a
Akainu?
different
Can he
argument.
beat the Kano?
I think they close, but I think Akainu will edge it out.
Can Akainu beat Kaido?
Fuck no.
He took out Whitebeard.
I didn't want Kaido to be
If
Whitebeard.
we're using One Piece lore, Akainu took on Whitebeard, bro. It was his
But
strategy
we
that
actually
took
saw
that
that
nigga
fight.
out.
And we saw that this nigga
That's
one
right.
was sick.
All I'm using is
Who was
the
getting
logic
jumped by
other
hella
niggas
niggas
love
over
to
the whole
use.
fight.
All I'm using now is
Whitebeard beat him, though.
niggas were fighting.
What do you mean?
No, he beat him.
Yes.
He beat him that first time. He then got back up and embodied him. Like he wasn't dead.
I mean, nobody dies in One Piece. What I'm saying, like if it was a fight, it was a quick fight. Whitebeard won. But even then, Kaido.
If it would have been 1v1,
Once again,
Whitebeard, I think
Whitebeard in his
would've beat him.
prime, stronger or weaker than Kaido?
we don't know. I don't know.
He's stronger than Kaido.
We don't know that.
In his prime?
This nigga said they said 1-on-1. This nigga will
Yeah,
not lose.
no, but that was at,
Like,
but that was at the
this is
current
Kaido
time.
now.
I know, but I'm saying we don't know. There was like their times didn't overlap. We don't know. Yes,
This nigga Whitebeard was labeled as the strongest man in the world, fam.
That is true.
Kaido's the strongest thing.
Creature.
Right. When Whitebeard got sick. We've only heard the strongest creature shit after the point that Whitebeard was obviously weaker than most of the Yonko.
But I think
But
Kaido
Kaido's
be
not
big
a
man
man.
still.
That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
You think what?
So
He's
when they say
saying Kaido's
strongest
not a
9,
man.
they're not counting Kaido in that shit because
he's
he's
not
a
human.
thing.
Right.
That's,
Okay, so if we have a bunch of creatures and this is the pinnacle of the creatures, and we have a bunch of swordsmen and this is the pinnacle of the swordsmen,
I mean,
and we have
even
a bunch of men and this is the pinnacle of a man, there's no way to correlate who's actually stronger than who if you want to use it. So
oh
then
no,
even
100%.
then,
The strongest swordsman, I don't think you can touch the strongest person. Like you're a swordsman, you're like one type of fighter.
so if I'm the physically strongest person in the world, you're telling me that someone with a blade cannot kill me?
Whitebeard isn't the
Depends on
physically
if you're
strongest person in the
indestructible.
world.
He's the strongest man in the world.
When they say strongest, they don't mean lifting strongest. They mean like fighting
They
strongest.
said it
Strongest?
it's
He
because
has a
he
very
has the power
strong
to destroy the
ability.
world.
But I'm just saying from his argument of like, oh, okay, the strongest swordsman can't beat the strongest man. I don't think that that's true. Like what you're using to say that they can't win
Because he's also a man. What do you mean? Mihawk he's also a human. The fact that he's a human, you say,
Bro, okay, let me put it this way. The fact that he's the strongest man does not mean he can curb stomp the strongest swordsman.
Bro, I never said.
I'm just saying that's what it sounds like you
I
arguing.
specifically said that I don't think Kaido would run up on Mihawk and be like, bang, it's a wrap. No, I don't think
that's what I'm saying. So all I'm saying is if Mihawk is in the area,
he will at least give him some go.
That's what he'll give him enough go to buy the fact
he probably
that
fight him a couple
win.
minutes, like 2-3 minutes.
I'm just saying he can buy them enough time to actually beat them. You don't think if Mihawk is there that they would still not be able to beat Kaido, the whole group of them?
Yeah, I think they could.
No, I don't think so.
Wow.
Because I think it would
I don't know what to tell you, fam.
I think in the end it would still just be Mihawk versus
Jack
Kaido.
got cut up by a random ass samurai.
I'm
just saying, bro. Like
he's gonna be a dog and a cat. Fuck out of here.
It's literally like Jack can. Okay, so if that's the case, you know what I mean.
How do you think they're gonna beat Kaido if they wouldn't?
We already have enough power there to like mostly take out his backup, and if we lucky, Jack is actually his right hand man strongest. Bro, it's like with the dog cat and Shootin' Maru like bye bye Jack, like nigga you ain't there.
Let me go
we
back.
still got a whole other
picture,
6 samurais, right? Or maybe
No, they're
4?
missing 3. I think they're missing 3. I gotta check.
So look at it like
them
that.
niggas
So
is out.
when you say all these people, who are you talking about?
Eustace Kid, Law.
Oh, you're talking about all of them. I thought you were talking about Mihawk
Exactly.
versus Straw. Oh,
Gang
that's
shit,
different.
bro.
I thought you meant like Law, Luffy, and Mihawk. Pretty
No,
much.
I'm talking about the gang, nigga. You know the gang is gonna come through.
Yeah.
Killer, Zoro, all them niggas versus.
no,
It's over.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah,
They got
they'd beat
shot.
anyone like that, yeah.
No, they wouldn't be Kaido without a big powerhouse.
No, I'm talking about if they had Mihawk.
That's what I'm saying.
I think all ran up on.
Mihawk is enough of a powerhouse that he can show up because I think it's too early. If Shanks shows up, it's a world-ending event. Like if Shanks shows up to block
I don't
that
think
shit
Mihawk's
again.
gonna show up. Big Mom's gonna show up.
Yeah, she is.
Oh, if that's the case, then fuck it. I mean, them fat ass motherfuckers can fight, man. That's cool.
Fat ass who?
Kaido fat, nigga. That nigga big.
That nigga, he ain't fat though.
That nigga ain't fat, bro.
When I say fat, I mean like he big, bro. If that's the case, then that's
But they
fine
ain't
too.
gonna fight each other though.
No, I think they will for sure. I don't see
Because
I don't see fighting to the
Big
death.
Mom's
No,
only
to death,
objective is to fuck up Luffy.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna fight to the death. I think they're gonna fight
So
to weaken Kaido.
So you saying they're gonna be
niggas have a
fighting
chance.
over this
I don't know,
fucking this
man.
beat up Luffy over here?
I think
No, it's because he said, "Big Mom, if you come to my territory, I'm gonna kill you, bitch." Like, so I'm gonna kill you.
He said simply if she comes there,
Yeah, that's what she.
I don't know.
or if she interrupts him trying to fuck up Luffy.
No, I think she
Probably
said.
both.
I think he said if she stepped foot in Wano,
here
you will die.
here's what I'll say
Okay.
is I really hope that Big Mom and Kaido aren't that stupid. That's all I'm saying. Because I think that would be the stupidest thing for both of them to be Yonko, and I think Big Mom has displayed the fact that she does actually think strategically.
Oh,
She does actually think strategically. I can't go to the exact moments, but if you go through like the beginning of the thing, she talked about some of her plans and strats and why she didn't make certain moves that she did in the world. So all I'm saying is she does think strategically. So it'd be very stupid for two Yonkos to fight over one little insignificant person.
it would be
And then
stupid.
Luffy just stand there and go, I'm just going to beat the one that's about to die. Like, no, I would see them turn around and go, how about we just both kill this nigga and then move on and call it a truce, right? I feel like that's wild.
it's stupid.
I
But
personally
I'm telling
think
you,
that's the stupidest thing
for
ever.
Luffy to get out of this island, some bullshit has to happen.
Right, which I'm like,
it's gonna happen.
Mihawk
It's
is
the only way.
reasonable bullshit. Shanks would be out of control bullshit because if Shanks showed up, it would be like a world-ending event. Like people would be like, "All right, so two Yonkos are now deciding that they want to fucking fight." Like that would change.
I don't think it has
the whole shit.
I don't think it has any like Mihawk has no like connection to this at all for him to show up. Like that would be super random if Mihawk just out of nowhere.
Especially with this.
I think Mihawk can show up because I think we're gonna get a test of Zoro's ability here, and I think we need an alt group. So with Don Flamingo, the alt group was we had the Marines there, and then we had the Revolutionary Army there. And actually there we did get some respect on them. And
the Marines are coming too.
So
by the way, remember?
So there we go. So maybe it's a Marine power, which to me would make sense why Mihawk was there, because Mihawk's a Shibukai. So they were probably like, "Hey Mihawk, we need you to run this mission."
Why did they set on Mihawk though?
Because we're in Wano.
What does Mihawk have to do with Wano?
This is Zoro's. This is the year of Zoro. Whether they say it or not, this is Zoro's chance at respect. So he got to level up in some swordsmanship way. To me, best way would be he gets dropped. Mihawk's there. He shows, hey, bro, I know you put in work. You still got like 2 more levels to go, my G. And then he leaves. That's it.
I just don't see Mihawk. I can see like if
that's
he
fine.
fight Jack or something like that.
These are all theories, fam.
I don't see any person's mentors coming up to help them at any point.
You don't think so?
In the near future.
I would see. I
don't see Rayleigh coming back to help Luffy at any time.
Right, because I think Luffy's mentorship now, if anybody's showing up to help Luffy legit, it's only 2 people. Shanks or Dragon. Those are the only 2 people left that we need anything from. All of the other people that have touched Luffy's life that are quote-unquote mentors, they did their part. Riley did his part. He's like, alright bro, I'm out, peace.
Yeah,
you live the rest of your life.
You think Mihawk didn't finish his
job? When Shanks shows up, it's impactful, meaning that Luffy has finally reached that level. Cause Shanks is like, look, bro, I let you out of this thing, but next time I ever let you out, like it's not gonna be that. Next time we see each other, it better be on like some you at my level shit, right?
You don't feel the same thing with Mihawk though?
Exactly.
I think the same thing.
No, yeah. We didn't get enough of how Mihawk and Zoro trained to see that it was gonna be on site next time. I think we got enough that Zoro knows that this is what it means to compete at this level. That's all Zoro got. Zoro got, this is the skills you need to even be in the contender for like greatest swordsman.
We haven't gotten anything with Shanks.
And you now need to work on those skills.
Same thing. We haven't gotten anything with Shanks, is what I'm saying.
What do you mean? What does Shanks have to teach Luffy?
That's what I'm saying. Like, so you're saying like we haven't gotten enough of Mihawk, but I'm saying we haven't gotten anything of Shanks at all.
No, because Shanks is end goal.
Yeah.
Shanks is at the end.
Mihawk is Zoro's end goal.
No, Mihawk and Zoro's fighting end goal. Like, but at the end of the day, there's that nigga's going.
But that is his end goal. Not his fighting. That's his end goal. That is Zoro's actual goal to be the strongest swordsman
in the world.
So I don't think Mihawk's gonna show up at least for a while. Like, I don't see him showing up in Wano.
I just see this is.
I think Mihawk gets his own. If anything, he deserves his own arc, kind of, or a mini arc at least.
I feel like this is a respect to put on Zoro's name. And to me, only other mentor we have, unless they're gonna pull out his fucking master or find out that the chick that we thought was dead is still alive.
So why do you need his mentor to be able to put respect on his name? Why can't he just like cut the fuck up out of Jack and then?
No, that's what I'm saying. There might be some other power there that's like not Mihawk equivalent, but like good enough. That like he's up there swordsman level to give Zoro the respect he needs to go to the next level. Okay, but I just felt like Mihawk's the person I saw doing that. That's
so
all.
If one of the other vice what's it called? The 3 people? What are they called?
Admirals?
No, Kaido's 3 people.
Commanders? Yeah, the calamities.
Yeah, those. One of those are a swordsman.
Yeah, it's a rap. Then I don't need Mihawk.
Yeah, okay.
That's all I'm saying.
What about this legend that the editors were supposedly, or Oda was supposedly teasing?
What legend?
There's some legend that's going to appear in Wano also. That's probably also going to be something.
Hashtag Mihawk about from the chick.
This nigga just want to see Mihawk.
Hashtag Mihawk in this bitch.
Yeah, he's a Zoro fan now?
What other legend I know? I'm not a Zoro fan. I just know that this is his art.
What do they call them? SBAs or some shit like that?
Ooh. It's not Rob Lucci, bitch ass. I know ain't nothing CP0. He's not a legend.
One of the interviews with Oda, he was saying that there's going to be some legend that appears. Who's gonna,
Okay, so let's go through the list of legends that we know today. Garp, Mihawk,
or
Sengoku,
the guy they were talking about.
Who? You know Shiki?
The guy they were talking about.
Is a legend. Is he still alive though?
Yeah, he is.
Oh, but, so that's
there are
possible.
People who think that he was the one that was sitting with buddy that. What's the name of buddy that's chilling with Laboon? That big ass Will.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, I understand. The doctor of Gold Rogers.
Yeah, that was one of those panels where he was sitting having tea with somebody from the back, and it looked like Shiki.
Remember, like when they were talking, the Marines and Garp, they was talking about some old like pirate that Kaido and Big Mom, I think.
Oh, Rocks.
Yeah, his ass.
The captain of Locks or Rocks.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm going for Mihawk. That's my legend. Let's go. Let's see it. All I'm saying, if I'm right. I'm right. But
anyways, like, we never say that.
I know y'all will. I'm gonna start saving these clips real quick. So 3 claps per save. So get the fuck out this clip. Alright, let's wrap this shit up. True. And move on to Boku no Hero.
I was like, damn.
Nah, Boku no Hero, man. It looks like they trying to put respect on my boy Ida Name. My bad, did I say my boy? Ida Name.
Yeah, man, my boy.
Lita.
Ida. I thought it was
Well, I guess
two
in
eyes.
Japanese it's I. It's like
I thought it was two eyes.
Oh,
Ida.
I thought it was Ida.
That's probably you.
Yeah, well, but yeah, so I mean, he going like
president.
a very fast car because I'm not gonna go. It's not Flash level to be.
I mean,
in terms of speed feats,
he quick enough to move faster than people can see.
True.
Was he?
so he had Flash step level. He early Flash step.
Yeah, so
He got some-
When he reciprocal burst, definitely early flash step.
Oh, yeah.
So what pissed me off? Like, was he was talking about he unstoppable? What?
Wait,
Did he say that?
Yeah, he
oh,
was
he
saying, like,
said he was on. Well, he's kind of cocky. I mean,
I thought Drill Dude was cold.
nah, yeah, he was decent though.
So I thought that was a decent power. How he upgraded, I thought was kind of whatever.
He just
Just
the muffler
hey,
off,
bro,
right?
you gotta change your mufflers off.
Yeah. I don't
It's
understand.
gonna hurt.
I don't
It's
understand.
gonna hurt, nigga. But
Here's one thing I don't understand. If Ida is so fast, then how was he able to let Buddy escape into the ground? He should have caught his ass before he got down there. Right?
I fuck with Mudman. He broke the fourth wall.
Bro, homie's actually a pretty OP.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, he did. Because he was like, oh, how you gonna try and do that shit on me? Where is it at? Here. After all that I'm gonna be done in after seeing your new move for the first time, that's like a trope thing that be happening. Like, oh, you got a new power, you take out the first nigga you see, right? Like the strongest nigga, he like, fuck that though. He like, I ain't gonna be the one. So he went to Gyro nigga instead.
Yeah, he has one of
He
the
took that nigga.
recommendations.
I really fuck with him though. I'm surprised. Like, I'm surprised at how much I fuck with him. And I think it's also because I don't see that weird ass smile. I feel like that weird ass smile would have fucked it up
He got a
totally
weird
for me.
smile?
Yeah, because he has like a Titan face.
Oh, that's him?
Yeah.
Oh.
But he got that mask. With that mask on though, he looked cold.
Hey, these niggas, team one, they about to get work, nigga.
So y'all think has your mind changed about them losing or winning?
No, I've been told you.
You said that you think they're taking the L. So you still think they're taking the L?
I think Team A is going to take the L here because the next team that's going to win is Bakugo team because Bakugo not a loser.
Gotcha. So you still felt like they gonna
take this L.
Oh, no, 100%. Yeah, I think so.
I think so too.
And then
they got Totoro shit not even working on
No,
him.
he's about to turn up on him. This shit is about to get shut down because he like heated up, but I feel like he about to pull out that
prominence burn. Yeah, you're right.
Because
I
he
don't
like
understand. If this nigga does this, wouldn't he technically be killing that man?
Yeah, right here.
That's
Don't
what
get
I
no
don't get.
fuck,
bro,
bro.
you really don't.
He like, oh, you want to take some shit? All right, bro.
He putting them ice walls up for the free, fam. He be trying to freeze whoever, whenever. But also, I thought it was funny that Red Riot was like, "Oh, thanks for the new move." When he was breaking that, he was like, "Oh, ice walls don't work on me," and then they went to Red Riot, and then it was like, "Oh, thanks for." I didn't know that was true. Yeah, right here.
Yeah.
Oh, that can come in handy. Thanks, nigga. I was like, "Oh, bro, you motherfucker!" Out here stealing shit, bro.
Look, bro. I've been saying it. I was like, hey. These niggas hard counter Team A.
Yeah.
Just based on the few quirks I did know. I ain't even know about Horn Quirk Girl or Gyro. I'm just like, them two niggas quirk hard counter their whole team.
Yeah.
So unless they really smoke this nigga right now, like if he prominence burn this nigga and put him the fuck down, alright, then they can come back because Todoroki has a limitless quirk. If not, like I said, Todoroki gonna take this L because he still need to learn some humility. Bakugo not going for.
You see what Bakugo said though? He said something about Todoroki. He was like, he kind of said he was trash, low key. In this chapter,
Don't be calling everybody trash.
yeah, exactly. That nigga rolls hell.
Bakugo, that's whatever.
Bakugo a winner.
I mean, it's true.
Yeah, see?
Like low key.
That's what he said. That's what a weakling would do about Todoroki. He calling his ass weak.
He's such a fucking tsundere ass bitch, man. Fuck that nigga.
But Todoroki.
All I'm gonna say is Todoroki, text your motherfucking daddy back, bro. What the fuck wrong with you, nigga? Nigga only sent Rex. How you like, hey, bro?
The fact that he
Chapter 203, bro. He hit that nigga hot as hell, bro. He was like, text your daddy back, bro. You intern with that nigga, man. Get the fuck out of here. Hit that nigga back. He out here trying to reach out to you, bro. That nigga
trying to teach you, nigga.
He ain't hit Dobby line since 2003, bro. He's still hitting you. Come on, man. Oh, you right, boss. No incest with that either, fam. That's wild. But yeah, I mean, overall, that yeah, I mean, Tokudori seemed kind of lackluster this chapter. The ice walls and fire walls are starting to get a little bit boring, bro. You gotta switch it up. Come on.
Yep.
Shoot some icicles at a nigga, like fireballs maybe. But all it is like wall of ice, wall of fire.
How about this?
Yeah,
I'm
kind of bored with that. So you gotta switch that shit up. I get it. You got scale, my nigga.
Can a nigga
it's
fight?
big, but change that shit.
No.
Bro,
we haven't seen
they
any
flaming that
martial
nigga.
art
I don't think Tokudori has hands at all because he seems surprised when Tetsu roll up on that nigga, grabbed him by the throat.
You know
when a nigga grab you by the throat, it's over. Fam.
Tell
he
homie
on some
getting
guard
dropped.
shit, ain't he?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And now
Tell
he can't
him
even hit him because that nigga hot.
True.
Cause he just heated that nigga up. Now he's like just with that shit. His whole
Yeah,
shit.
we know he can still get
And
burned too.
Tokudori even got a suit. Now that I think about it, I feel like that nigga
No,
just be
that
running around.
nigga just
and
be
shit.
out here in his gym clothes.
Yeah, I feel like that nigga be running around in this straight UA uniform all the time, fam.
Yeah, he
really don't think he
Nah,
can
yeah,
get touched.
he really cocky. That nigga too cocky.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, this nigga got a basic ass uniform on, fam.
Oh yeah, he just wearing a blue tee, bro.
Wow, yeah, Tokudori, shame on you. Yeah, this nigga just got some shit. That's
not
it.
strategic at all.
Wow, yeah, he cocky as a mug.
So don't you know how?
Bless up.
Unless they change it, somebody gotta get dropped, bro. For Shinzo to get into the hero course.
Yeah.
Like,
Tail buddy.
I did. I didn't want it to be Tail Buddy, but everything in my
You saw that note about his heart though. Maybe you can't handle it, man.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's other weak niggas out there,
So
but
what
he
about his
even
heart?
flaming the nigga. They call him
See that one
plain.
panel? It's like when he was fighting Gyrate, homie. He literally was like, "What's going on with my heart?"
No,
Said the nigga got a heart attack.
Right there.
No.
He said, "Oh, I got a heart attack. Life alert."
No, why
Bro,
they do that to
it's a
old
wrap,
bro?
I don't know,
That
man.
nigga
That could be a
getting
sign.
benched. He
Yeah.
getting
Be a
benched.
sign.
Oh, also on Ida's
I thought that
thing,
nigga was
I
supposed to
feel
power
like
up though.
I feel like this nigga is like.
Hold on.
Am I growing another tail?
I feel like Ida ass honestly
evolving.
should leave because I feel like he's doing the same like stupid family shit where it's like after this like beginning of this last chapter where he was like, yeah, you know this shit has been passed down to our family for generations. I'm like, Ida, it just sounds like you just doing this to like live up to some weird ass stupid expectation,
But people
and
do
not
that.
because you actually want to do it. So I'm like, yeah, nigga, just go be a chef or something, bro. This
But
ain't
people
for you.
do
Didn't
that.
ask for racism shit.
I'm just saying, yeah, it's not for you.
All these doctors and shit.
I'm sure there's other speedsters out there. They don't need you, fam. We really don't. Just pass your moves on to Deku, teach him how to kick and shit, and you know, run fast, and that's all we need, bro. We got it.
You a hater.
Relax.
But all the niggas that hate on, why y'all hating on Ida? He definitely top 4.
Because he got denied his one man denied him his like new power L. Because you know when you get a new power, you gotta the first thing you see, you gotta catch an L.
That's true.
Like on sight, dude. My man said, "Whoop."
I ain't the one.
I've been softened the ice, bro. He's like, nah, nigga, I got in on recommendation. You ain't dropping my ass, nigga. I'm in the beat class A, nigga. Get out of here.
Yeah, West Rock like what it did.
Hey, you
that
better
shit.
go find Jireh, homie. You better go find Jireh move we
Hey,
just found out. You better go
He
find
did
that nigga.
disrespect Jireh, homie. Jireh, homie, was getting in, running the one.
Yeah, he
and
was.
then came up and snaked his ass. It was like, hey,
Hey,
bro,
come here with me real quick, homie.
you thought this shit was
Hey,
a
check it
game?
out, bro.
No teamwork.
Hey, I take Ida in the racial draft, bro. He got a little bit of black in him.
No,
he definitely stepped back.
Boy, stop. I'm
Give me
taking
Ida.
Mud Man. That nigga Mud Man.
Yeah,
A
man.
shady ass motherfucker, bro.
We're all black, homie. He officially black.
Oh, shit, man. Lock drop. See you later, bro.
Bye. No going away
Hey,
party.
y'all think Ida would be lock drop?
Yes.
Yeah, 100%.
Y'all think Ojiro
Class
would be
1A
lock drop?
and 1B some everybody.
Ojiro with the tail.
Oh,
Muscle
that's
homie.
Yeah.
Oh, Muscle Homie?
Yeah, muscle with
No,
the
Muscle
tail.
Homie can beat him, yeah.
You think so?
Tail homie.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he can't lock up humans. He can't lock up humans. My bad.
First of all, tell homie gonna beat that nigga
And
because he lost to a 15-year-old little girl.
Is there? What about
we go
Sugar
again.
Bomb? What about Sugar Bomb, homie?
And everybody from 1A and 1B beating this nigga.
You think so? Even,
Everybody.
Even the
Everybody.
animal
That's
nigga?
Everybody. He got beat up. Her power ain't got nothing to do with physicalness. He got beat up by a 15-year-old girl. She didn't even use her power. She cut that nigga.
Come on.
That's a power.
There's somebody in there.
Her power is turning.
There's somebody in there
into
that's taking it out. Okay, I'll give you. Acid Girl can take it. Frog Girl definitely beating him. Oh, Nipple Laser. Come on.
Stop. One laser and he gone.
He ain't beating that
He
nigga.
can dodge the laser, bro.
No,
No, I don't
because he
think
can't
he
dodge a knife.
That's just light speed laser, boy.
All right, take woo.
Right,
Yeah, he wrapped his ass up.
He can lock his tape up.
And he's stuck.
He locking his tape up.
But he's still stuck.
No, he not
now
wrapping
he's
him.
stuck to the tape in the air. Fuck.
What about Momo? He can lock up. He can lock up basically
Invisible
anything
girl.
she pulls out.
No. She'll shank that nigga. If another 15-year-old girl already did it and he can see her. So she's no longer
Momo, I even argue Momo.
He can lock up anything.
Momo got the stretch for him.
Yeah,
What
but
more body is that?
She got the stretch for him. She got the stretch.
she can shoot that
If she
nigga
had
like
no
that.
stretch, he would lose.
Bro, I think y'all y'all got this fucked up, bro. Look, these niggas go to UA,
I'm
the
just
best
saying-
school in the nation.
I gotta
that
check
nigga
out.
clearly went to hood nigga.
IIT Tech. ITT Tech.
Here we go.
He went to Grand Canyon University. Nigga.
Yeah.
Like,
Hey, I got my.
Here we go. He went to
I
Romeo.
went to
with education connection.
I just saw it on a commercial. I came in there. Oh, Mushroom Girl taking him out.
Oh, Mushroom Girl.
Copy nigga not even copying his power. So maybe that's where he'll lose because he won't copy his shit. He'll be like, I don't want that.
Don't get like powers
But
with
he's
cut,
smart
like
as fuck
still.
though.
No, I think. Oh, does he? No, it's only 5 minutes.
That's only 5 minutes.
Oh, sure.
No, he's smart as fuck though, so he'll give me
Yeah.
his ass.
So he's
Manga, he taking him out.
Oh, yeah.
He just gotta yell that nigga dead.
Yep.
Bro, and he not beating nobody from UA.
Wow.
That's why he got a side job,
Beast
bro.
homie just dropping
Beast homie
him.
got-
Beast homie just boom beating his ass.
Look,
Big hands.
it's some people that not.
Yes.
This is what I gotta say.
Black, jump into black.
Think about it this
Oh,
way.
could he jump into his skin?
Don't you know the Pussycat Dolls?
Oh, could he jump into his
He gonna be in his dreads. He gonna be in his dreads. He just gonna reach out and
That's
choke
wild,
his
fam.
dreads.
That's cold. That's cold.
Yo,
This
this
nigga
nigga
got
body
shit,
is
fam.
Hey, if the Pussycat Dolls are ranked like 1,000,
Air
that
prison.
means it's hella niggas out there that can beat this nigga Lock Drop up because he definitely not better than Pussycat Dolls. Thousands of niggas will knock this nigga Lock Drop up.
The cat
Oh.
Them niggas was ranked 1,000 something.
But I mean, they're different.
What about
They're
air
not
prison
just on
homie?
physical prowess though.
Who's that?
Air prison homie.
Who's that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I think you could get tattoo if he
Stop
had the
it. He can't stop. No, but that nigga garbage, bro.
Him? Yeah. Can he lock his steel up? Because that's technically
I don't care what he does.
That's an impediment.
I don't care what he does.
If he locked his arms up,
Even
then
if
it's
he
a
locked
wrap.
him up, he getting beat up, bro.
He gonna try, man. He gonna have to be locked. It's like
Lock drop, I'm fighting for
Jackhammer
you,
is
bro.
awesome.
I'm fighting for you.
Wait,
What
no.
about Knuckle Duster?
Lock Drop as a grown
that?
man
Knuckle
can't
Duster,
make it
Knuckle
into
Duster.
UA.
From
Stop
the
it.
Eagles.
No. Knuckle Duster kill that nigga. He'd kill that nigga for real.
so he can't lock up like humans for real people.
No.
He's super trash. I didn't even know that.
That nigga as a grown man would not make it
Oh
into
no, he's even
UA.
worse than they thought, bro.
He would not make it into
Yeah,
UA.
he's a
Well, they would have unlocked his power so he could lock up
No.
humans. I think that would have been a
He
slight
wouldn't have made
progression for him.
it. They like, nigga, you garbage.
Nah,
He
he
would have took
not.
them robots out.
He a
General
grown.
Ed.
None of them robots moving.
General Ed.
Wow.
They would've- you a General Ed.
Damn, y'all
nigga.
think the business class could beat him?
Yes. It's some niggas in business class that would knock that nigga out.
that's wild, man.
Man, has to make that beat him.
Chin?
There's a business class.
Chin, dude, yeah.
Yeah, it's a business.
What the fuck?
My nigga with the spiral hair will probably knock that nigga out, bro. I don't know what his quirk is, but I bet he can be locked out.
The girl that be making the items will take him out too.
What the fuck is this business
We had
class?
clap again.
Yo, that's wild. The business class taking this
He
nigga?
said the greenie who heal people will knock him out.
I want it.
Low key, she low key like I don't know. She be dropping kids. I can see it.
Oh shit.
Oh
shit.
That's a sign.
Alright, well, let's wrap this up.
damn.
Seven Deadly Sins, Promised Neverland, and Black Clover. Black Clover, real quick. Yeah, I mean, we just seen captains and shit fight. That's it. Nothing much there. There wasn't anything magical.
Asta knocked the Wizard King out. Just saying that, bro. Wow. Making one hit.
He's trying to take us there, bro. My battery almost dead. I can't go there with you.
What?
Seven Deadly Sins.
Excuse me?
I'm just glad Pride and them finally finna go in. I think Zelda's new power is kind of stupid though.
It's the same as the Demon King, right?
The sucking niggas in. I never seen the Demon King do that.
No, it's not the demon.
He showed off his like true power, which is like he just like raised his sword in the air and then he sucked all these niggas into
He doesn't
like,
lose.
his body. Yeah, I mean Pride and what's his face about to team up on that nigga,
What the
bro.
fuck
That
is
shit
that?
was lit. What?
Those colors.
Oh, it's Halloween
color
colors.
palette.
I was trying to do it for one of his videos.
Okay.
But in the anime at least, Pride is about to fight. I think. Oh, he just.
Ooh, I just watched the scene where he beat what's his face?
He dropped the sun on his ass, right?
No, I didn't watch that. I saw like a meme of it, but I watched his introduction scene.
Oh yeah,
it's on Netflix.
But he walked him. He looked down on nigga like,
bro.
That was like my nigga.
Bro, that was funny. I just like the part where he was mid sentence, he just cut that nigga in half.
Yo.
He was talking to him. He was like, bitch. Probably lit, fam. And the cockiness is just out of control.
Why isn't my child working on you? Why would I pay people weaker than you?
Yeah.
I pity you, nigga.
Ooh, that nigga probably funny as hell.
What else? What other chapters?
So we did Black over that. Last one was Promised Neverland.
Oh,
so them niggas really died.
Who?
Hugo and Lucas are dead.
They should have. They
No,
should
the
have.
old niggas are dead.
What old niggas?
They should have died.
The Lucas dude that had one arm,
Oh yeah.
he dead. And then the guy that they met initially, he also dead.
Wait, no name?
Yes, he did.
His name is Hugo.
He blew himself up.
Goofy.
Yeah.
For these
Well,
goofy
they had-
ass kids.
they-
He
No,
just
yeah,
met 2
he
years
did.
ago.
He did.
I would never would have went. I'd have like, hey, all the kids over there, bro.
He been trying to die though. Apparently, he was actually going to commit suicide before they walked in.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then they walked in and he was like, "Oh, all
Shit, I
right."
gotta act cool.
Yeah.
But they ain't told them
niggas
to
dead.
leave. He should have let them stay. That's goofy. Shit writing.
Well, he's a tsundere,
Dropped.
so it's understandable.
Low-key, I do
You want to read Hunter?
Huh?
Effing,
The complicated shit, Hunter x Hunter.
Oh man, it's been lit in Hunter x Hunter, bro.
I'm sure.
I can't even break it down to you, bro.
Yeah, that's what
There's a
complicated
nigga
shit is.
who has the ability to see 10 seconds into the future, and he used that shit to fucking avoid being killed. Basically, these princes are OP. Now there's another prince who has the ability to shoot an arrow, and one of his subordinates just basically take over that nigga body. So the strats are out in Hunter x Hunter. That's all I can say. That's the summary, bro.
Yeah, can't wait till the anime comes out.
When the anime come out, this shit finna be lit. I don't know how Kurapika is even gonna stand a chance against this nigga.
35. Hunter x Hunter.
I just think it's fun. Togashi literally just stacking this dude with powers, bro. This nigga, there's this prince that Kurapika's trying to kill. He's on this ship to try and kill this guy because he has the eyes, right?
Yeah.
That guy.
He's OP.
So all the princes have a Nen Beast. The Nen Beast has a special power. All has special ability. His Nen Beast is if you lie to this nigga, you dead. So So if you at any point you lie to him, this beast is just, as long as this shit is activated, this beast just out staring at you this big ass woman creature. He's just looking.
Oh no! I'm not trying to
So
kill
if you lie, it's dead. You dead. Now he said, "Oh, bro, teach me Nen." So they've been teaching him Nen. This nigga mastered that shit in 3 days because Kurapika did this plan where he basically was "Oh, I can teach everybody Nen." That's how, because some mysterious death happened, and then they revealed that Nen exists. So he said, "Oh, if you guys have your subordinates, you want them to learn Nen, send them to me. I'll teach them Nen for a few days, and then they'll come back to you stronger." So he did that. So with that prince found out about it. He was like, "Oh, what's this Nen shit? I need somebody to teach me." So he had one of his niggas teach him. That nigga's a specialist. And he was able to master that shit in 3 days.
So in other words, he's like the Chimera Ant King.
Almost.
Yo.
But what's even crazier is that now you know the Zetsu form, right? So Zetsu is the part where they had to close their eyes to hide their presence. So basically you're at your weakest point there. When he's in Zetsu, he can see 10 seconds into the future. And he can basically he sees what's gonna happen next. So he literally can go in his weakest point. He still has powers, and then I don't even think that that's his real power yet. So that's just a part of what his specialist ability can do. So this nigga I don't know how Kurapika's finna win that shit. Kurapika's his whole goal is to fight this nigga. I'm bro, even with your whole eye shit and all his powers, remind you, are specific to spiders. This nigga's not a spider. So it's all my shit is OP when I turn my eyes on. Yeah. Only 2 spiders. So I can change up if you're a spider. Yeah. So I'm oh bro, this nigga not a spider. So none of your shit is finna work on him. Plus, he can close his eyes and basically see what you finna do. And you wouldn't know what you actually have to do. They still are forced to behave the same way they would have behaved, and he's able to dodge that shit. So I don't know, bro. Shit wild. Hunter x Hunter crazy. Anyways, anything else for Promised Neverland?
Oh, well, I just wanted to add in that funny note that when what's her face, when everyone was having that dream and talking about Ish, she was talking about what all happened, and she's all depressed and crap. she said like verbatim, like Christy was shot. Like she was like going like the people who died. She was like Christy was shot. Those other two died too. You know what I mean? Like there was no respect on
no names.
No names. Like didn't even think about it. It was just like those two died.
Mike and
Christy
who?
was shot.
Mike and who?
Damn. I'm like, okay, I'm just trying
I'm just waiting for them to find Phil dead body somewhere.
But nah, that was low.
You really trying to start the smoke, bro. I ain't got the time. Anyways, MVP of the week. I'm giving it to my nigga. No,
I'm giving it to Kingpin.
I'm giving it to Red Dead Redemption 2.
Alright. I'm gonna have to give it to my boy the Goblin Slayer, bro. This nigga don't play any games, bro. He wanted to smoke with anybody. The funniest part is after he beat an ogre, he goes, "You still not as bad as the goblins." Merc.
Yeah.
This nigga was giving all of them go. He was beating all their ass.
He's not as bad as the goblins.
He killed them. Like there's this gigantic monster.
Don't act like he didn't get the shit knocked out of him.
He got knocked the fuck out.
Got knocked the fuck out.
He got knocked the fuck out. He got back up. He used this like scroll to teleport the pressure, like water from the deepermost part of the sea to basically cut him. Like he just shot pressurized water at this nigga. Cut this nigga all the way up. This nigga was sitting there dying and he was like, "Hey bro, you still not as bad as the goblins are."
So he was saying the goblins
this nigga.
Someone always
because the ogre was like, "Hey bro, put some respect on my name."
Yeah, I was about to kill you.
And he banged that nigga. Was like, "You not even as worse." Ain't
that's what everybody think though? Like all the other mages. No, bro, because they were saying goblin kill slaying is like a low-level task.
Goblin,
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's what they were saying.
But he was like, "No, these niggas is way smarter than you."
Because the higher up niggas is like, we don't wasting our time doing goblins.
No, that's because regular goblins are weak, but the highest level goblins, like what was it, like king goblins or some shit like that?
There were different varieties.
Those are the ones that will fuck.
Like the first or second episode, that the high level goblin, he bodied down.
He wasn't a high level goblin. He was just high in that cave.
Right.
One thing I will say though is I wish if people read this, anybody that watches this that happens to read this, if anybody reads Remonster, it would be OP as hell if the guy from Remonster is actually like the king of the goblins, because they look almost exactly the same. But basically, Remonster is just this manga about this guy who died on Earth and he gets put as a goblin, but he ends up getting OP because his power is that whatever he eats, he can take the powers of those things. So he ends up becoming like the king of his little goblin tribe. And like the way the manga's going, he just like some OP ass nigga collected a bunch of motherfuckers. So it'd be funny if the Goblin Slayer from this is actually like his goal is eventually to fight that nigga from there. Shit would be OP as hell.
My MVP is Smart Homie from the Sumo anime.
There's a Smart Homie?
He got strats, bro.
Episode what?
Episode 4. Like if somebody picked him, they would have got mad points, bro.
And we can still trade, nigga. We can still trade. I might open up a trade.
We can drop index, and I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah, we can drop that shit, bro.
I'll cop Smart Homie real.
That's smart.
I got two index people.
Go watch some sumo episodes, bro. You'll get characters in like 5 seconds.
He like y'all me with this shit, bro. So I fuck with him.
I don't know if I can get past this first episode.
Y'all me with this
He
shit?
on the strides, bro. However raw you think Homie is, the main character, he could strike that nigga to an L.
Yep.
Like that nigga took the skinny homie and was like, "Hey, bro." They was like, "Who are you?" He's like, "Hey, I'm so good at striking. I'll make skinny homie bang all y'all swole niggas."
Yep.
And then that nigga bang that nigga. And then he got up and banged the main nigga. Was like, "Yeah, nigga, I got you."
He got glasses.
You can't be a strike nigga without glasses.
Does he actually
but he has a major weakness though.
Does he sumo?
He don't sumo because of his weakness. That's a spoiler. I'm gonna leave it. But he got a hyper weakness. Like if he didn't have, he basically Itachi with the shits. If Itachi ain't had ninja cancer, he'd have been that nigga, bro.
Oh my god.
He got the strikes. So
damn.
I picked him up and drop
That's informal.
So are we gonna drop it in next?
Wait, real quick.
I think we can just drop it. I'm not gonna get to it. Everybody cool with dropping it?
Thank God.
Alright.
He gotta pick up two new people. That's
I
the
got
fuck up thing, bro.
I gotta go first though. I gotta go first.
Who all gotta pick up what? Because I guess we can stop it.
I got nobody. Well, no, he has to get MVP and then we'll stop it.
MVP Kaido for putting Luffy in his place.
Hey! Thunderclap, bro.
Respect the emperors.
quick slap.
Hey, bro, stop fucking around with the Yonkos, Luffy.
This kid went back to human form. Like, hold on,
Bitch ass.
Let me talk to you.
Damn. Hey, Law, I fucked with you. Room the fuck out
He
of
got out the jam. This instant.
Law only said it one more time. He said, Luffy, I'm gonna go tell your ass one more time. After that, I'm out, nigga. Fuck this alliance.
I don't know if he gets captured too. So
Yeah.
Oh, if he does, I can't wait to see him in the jail cell with kid. Like,
Yeah,
you
right
tried
next
to
to
chew.
each
You tried to chew up. Yeah, I had to. No, that
Can't go, but like I tried like 4 times, bro.
Kaido been peeing on me for about 10 days now, bro. Whenever he get drunk, he go, oh, you want to be the pirate king, huh? You want all this gold, huh? I got a golden shower for your ass, nigga.
You just called that nigga R. Kelly.
Hey, bro, that's Kaido.
R. Kaido.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
Kaido, R. Kelly.
I wanna piss on you. Drip,
All right,
drip, drip.
that's it, man. That's it, man. That's the end of this shit.
Haters wanna hate.
Bye.
Alright, man, we out.
Until next time.
Sorry, R.I.P. Useless Kid, man. And them golden showers, bro.
Peace.